Okay. Here we are again. Ready to get started with the most ambitious cross in human history. Not crossover, just cross. We'll get started in, it's already been 5.5 minutes. Just a couple of minutes. I am surprised that I was able to get here even as late as I am currently getting here, because I am currently the only person in the family with a working vehicle, and everybody decided they wanted pizza and wings today for dinner, which I did not get myself, but since I have the car, I have to go pick them up, and I don't know if you know, but you call to get pizza and wings, and they're like, okay, it'll be 45 minutes, and then it'll be ready, because that shit takes a while in the oven. So I'm basically, in having done almost nothing but chemistry for the entire weekend, I'm basically sitting here right now, like, who am I? Where am I? What was I doing? I don't remember a goddamn thing. Oh boy. Figures all this stuff happening right when I'm trying to play an RPG that, well, I guess Chrono Cross itself doesn't require an excessive amount of thinking, and since I have some halfway decent notes for it, I can mostly just work around it, but probably not the right state of mind to be playing an RPG in, but then again, at this point, Serge is like, hey, so join the club. I'm literally out of my mind. Well, I'm in my mind, but out of my body. Still, you can leave a message after the beep. Beep! How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Chrono Cross, the stream edition. Last time... What the hell did we even do last time? I don't even... Oh, yeah, we finished out the Dead Sea. I've apparently scrubbed Miguel's whole nihilistic viewpoint of the world from my mind because he wouldn't tell me any plot details. He would always come right up to the edge of it and then not say a damn thing. So, yeah, that's last time. And then today... Well, we made it back to another world. We can now travel between the worlds because we have the Astral Amulet back, and it actually works. So that's nice. And we need to get a boat, and is apparently a part of our whole boating adventure to get a boat. Excuse me, we have to go back to Viper Manor and rescue Lady Riddell, so... That sounds like fun. How do I want to do this? So we need Norris in the party in order to get into the manor. We aren't going to be fighting anything, I don't think, until after we get into the manor. And if we bring Zoa into the party, we can go and get his level 7 tech because it's in a treasure chest that I know where it is. I'm not planning on using Zoa, but I guess I might as well go get his tech, so we'll bring these three. And just go grab it, and then we can switch the party up. There's one more monster down in the sewer areas of Viper Manor, which we didn't get a chance to go to previously, that I would like to get the doppelgang for, but I believe there should be some save points inside here, so we should be able to just switch Sprig in once we get inside the manor itself, and then we can go from there. But it's a long one. As far as I'm aware, this trip inside takes about as long as the last trip, so, actually thinking about it, maybe bringing Zoa directly in front of the poor military, not such a good idea. Let's hope they didn't see that. And let's just, I don't know. Who the hell? Okay, I'll bring Draggy. They'll never suspect a small baby dragon as a compatriot of the Akasha Dragoons. How about that? We'll just use our typical party and then let Norris get us in the front door. Or I can get us in the front door. Alright, fair enough. Thanks. I guess they wouldn't have said anything even if we did have Zoa with us. I don't know. Do they even know what Zoa looks like? Like, did he make himself conspicuous to the poor military at any point? Probably not, considering the place was deserted by the time you guys got here. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. That's good enough. I don't actually know if there's anything over here. We need to get into the manor right now, not over to the the stables, but I might as well go check it out. Oh, good, because those dragons aren't going to feed themselves. Okay, well, I guess we'll see if we can... I don't know if it's worth our time to bust them out, but... Okay, I guess we could try. Oh. Well, I'll see what I can do. Something tells me, you know, actively trying to work against them isn't really going to help us, but, you know. Alright. I know there's military members on the way through here, but let's just pretend like they don't. I mean, I can't imagine they know what Zoa looks like. They know who General Viper is because he's been to the mainland. They know that he has 4 Devas working underneath him, but I don't imagine they know what the Devas look like because, I don't know, if I was a military soldier, I'd be horrified at the fact that the enemy was employing a 9-year-old as one of their top generals. That would scare me mildly, so... Thank you. Meanwhile... How was she supposed to know that? Wasn't she just stuck here at the manor the whole time? You think her father told her any of this stuff? Why would he? I mean, she's trapped like a bird in that cage. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you need to treat her with gross negligence. Why don't you have the time? Where are you going that you don't have the time? Are you just impatient, or is there like an actual reason why you don't have the time to interrogate her correctly? Who is this officer guy? I thought Norris was the commander. Like, if you're the commanding officer, can other officers give you orders like that? I thought he was the one in charge here. Like, maybe if this guy was a captain or something, I don't know, whatever the rank above commanding officer is, but I don't know. Whatever. I was going to say, I don't think he can think of what he's doing. I'm pretty sure that is a killing machine you're talking to, Norris. Yeah, that guy that we heard about last time. Grobik. Spell his name backwards. C-Y-B-O-R-G. Cyborg. And that is basically his entire character, to be fair. Uh-huh. All right, then. Bye. Sounds like you're the constant between the two of them, so it sounds like you've got some work to do on yourself. Why do you need the cook? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I got a bad feeling about it. Alright, I think if I remember correctly, Zoa's stuff is over here. First door from the right. I think. The cat. Well, gee, I wonder why that is. It might be that you're sleeping in someone else's bed. Zoa, want to give it a shot? Okay, then. Oh, I need to actively put you in the first slot for you to open it then. Okay, fair enough. And that'll give us Zoa's level 7 tech, Toss and Spike. To be fair, if he has that and the Dreamer's Scarf, it would probably be pretty okay for him because he could just do 3 level 2s and then Toss and Spike, but I mean, that requires you to use up all of his slots on non-accessory boosting equipment and his accessory... Did I say non-accessory? Non-accuracy boosting equipment. And his accuracy is currently 80, which, I mean, what's he equipped with? An iron glove? Mithril glove, wow. Okay, so his accuracy is pretty... Well, it said it was 84, but it's still pretty poor. So, because he's required to use that plus a stamina belt, since his, I think, stamina recovery is 8, it eats up all of his slots pretty quickly, so... He's just one of those people that there's just a cocktail of things about him that just really mess him up, so. Alright, so now all we gotta do is go see if we can find Norris, since he said he wanted to see us anyway. And I forget where he is. I think he's upstairs. I'm just going to see if the save point that's down here, I think it was in this room, is still here. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm not the one making you do that, so sorry if it's not what you want to be doing, but it's not here, so. Alright, Zoa, back to the box with you. I should probably just equip Toss and Spike on him, though, while he's in the party, shouldn't I? Just to get it out of my inventory. Does he even have a slot for it yet? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he does. Okay. Let's go find it. It's probably right at the bottom. Since we just got it, yep. There you go. You can have that. That's fine. Alright. And then I think, if I remember correctly, Norris is upstairs in... I don't think he's in Harley's room. I think he's in this one. I think. That doesn't look right. Hold on. I forgot. Let me go down and get the save point so we can get Zoa out of the party first. We'll bring Sprig in. And, Sprig in. And then we'll have her do her thing, where she gets the whatchamacallit, gets the doppelgang. And then once she has the doppelgang, we can bring in, I don't know, probably Draggy. And go from there, just do some AoEing. Bring Sprig and Radius in for the boss fight. There are several boss fights in the manor, as far as I'm aware, and a few of them give level up stars, so. I think 3 of them. Could be misremembering, but I think 3 of them give level up stars. So, we'll just have to work our way through. It's kind of a small area for 3 level up stars, but we'll just fight around until we get to the mini levels, because I think there are mini levels for each one of them. So, we'll see. Hey, Norris. Let me introduce you to Norris again. I wouldn't worry about that. Well, that's because I am, in fact, not... Yeah, I was going to say who you think I am. So... Yeah, so, you know the guy that you guys are looking for? Yeah, he switched bodies with me. Well, okay, so Lynx switched bodies with me. I'm Surge. He's Lynx in my body. Ancient Draconian body switching ritual. That's what happened. I was going to say, and are we also going to tell him about the Dead Sea and everything else that's going on? Because, like, that's a lot. So, yep, that's him. He's making a mess of things, that's for sure. No kidding. What did he, like, he can't even form coherent sentences at this point. How in the hell did he convince you guys to join him on some sort of military expedition here? Yeah, so we're trying to, take a look for her. We probably shouldn't be telling this to an enemy officer, but he seems like a kindred spirit, especially considering he's standing right next to me. Okay. And for going along with Norris, he'll give you the prison key so that you can go through the sewer dungeon. Great. In order to break into the prison. Because they won't let us in the normal way, like just going downstairs and going through the bars, so. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. And yeah, once we get Riddell, we can meet him in the main hall, and then he'll take her out, and it will let us, I guess, cause a distraction so that he can get out safely without the rest of the military being suspicious of anything. So. Meanwhile, time for what? Time for your just desserts? Orcha, you okay? Oh, that's not good. Okay, so how does that work exactly? Like, I don't think they ever explain what that bell is, where they got it, how they knew it would work on Orcha, why it only works on him and no one else. Like, did they just want to have a cook be a torturer? Or, I mean, they could have just put in a cook that is a torturer. They could have... I don't know, made this version's world, or this world's version of Orcha an asshole who likes torturing people so that we could, well, I don't think it's a spoiler to say it, but we're going to be recruiting Orcha pretty soon because he has a portrait, so... yeah, they could have just made this one, I don't know, worse, and then made the other version not worse or something, I don't know. Whatever, it's bizarre and I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Okay, so we can go into the hatches in order to go into the prison. Let me go save real quick just for the hell of it. Don't really need to, but might as well, you know. We haven't done too much, but we've done enough to make a difference, so. What elements do I want you to actually have here? I think I want an Inferno here, because the enemy that I'm trying to get is blue innate, so being able to blow up the field with Inferno is probably not a bad idea. So let's do that. And then, I think some turn reds are in order. Am I going to have you in the party for this? I don't know, but I guess turn reds are in order anyway, because we're going into a sewer, so I'll take them. I'm thinking about maybe replacing some of my recovery spells with cure pluses, just so that way I don't accidentally like overwrite Sprig's extra HP with these recoveralls after a while. Because I feel like that wouldn't really work too well in my favor, so... Maybe set one of my 60,000 Infernos here. There we go, that's fine. Probably could set one on Lynx as well, but... Yeah, no, it's fine. We're good. I don't actually know if I'm going to use this save for anything, because like it has... The reason why I was going to think about using it for something is because Harley is in your party, or can be in your party at this save, but I don't know if it helps me too much because this is still a file where we didn't save Kid, and that's one of... Like, it might have been better if this was a different one of the binary choices there where we did save Kid and then we saved this, because... You'd get more characters that way. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself, so we'll just save over this one and hope for the best. Alright. Now, down to the sewers we go. Do I have to use the prison key here? Nope, you just, okay. You just pull it out, pull the hatch up and go down. You don't even have to click prison key on top of it. Fair enough. And actually the enemy that I'm looking for is right down there anyway, but since we got a new key item, we might as well just take a look at it. Old iron prison key. Fair enough. Alright, you. Let's see if Sprig can send you to the great beyond. Because the enemy that we are looking for is... Oh my lord, there's a million of them. The Spearfisher. So there's 4 of them here, so I guess just weaken one of them to the point where he's almost in the ground. That's probably pretty good. But... Yeah, effectively what I want to do is just have Sprig kill at least one of them. So I guess we'll have her poke a little bit until she gets up to Inferno level. I think they're similar to the arena where they can use like ice tongs and stuff on you, but I don't know, they might just spend most of their first turn just casting random BS, so. Did you get nimbled? Nope, evidently not. Because if you did, you would have probably dodged that, but you did not. Okay, so I'm just gonna poke. That way we can do this, and then hopefully this kills. If it doesn't, then Sprig's going to have to poke something to death, but it's effective against blue, so it might kill the one that we've been poking at. Yeah, there we go. So with that, Sprig now has access to the Spearfisher Doppelgang, and the Spearfisher Doppelgang is actually kind of nice because it gives you access to the Vigorous spell a lot earlier in the game than you normally would have, so... That's kind of nice. Alright, so let's just do this, and then I'll just use, if I can ever get my turn. At least we'll get rid of one extra one of them. And, do some good damage to them with feral cats this way. Could have used Inferno again on Lynx, because especially since even now our main character has the highest amount of magic out of anybody in the current party. Out of anybody in any party, really, but Alright, and then Norris has been turn blued, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Yeah. We might deal a little less damage, but he can still Sun Shower, so I'm not really too concerned about that part, Excuse me. Especially when we can just do that, too. That helps. Bang, bang. Alright, one last spell, and this is what you decide to get off. Fair enough. Well, have a Sun Shower then, friend. Don't stand in the sunlight too long. You might get burned. Oh wait, you're already burned. Never mind. And that's that. So now that we've had Sprig have her fun, we'll probably hand that Inferno off to Surge, and then we'll just... Oh, nothing. Okay, interesting. And then we'll bring Draggy back in. Like I said, now Sprig has access to Spearfisher as a doppelgang, which means after she diminishes, she'll be able to go into that doppelgang and then get Vigor up on Surge, which will let him effectively do between 7 and 8 attacks in a row without stopping, which is a pretty good buff, if you ask me. So, all right, let's see. There we go. Stick an Inferno here. There it is. Okay, that should work pretty good. And I think other than that, I think we're good to go. Yeah. And there's another Denaturite down here that I'd like to get as well, if possible. Because then I'd like to make my last stone helmet, but I don't have to just yet because I don't have it on Sprig, right? Let me see. Yeah, no, and she doesn't really need it because she gets, as far as I'm aware, her defense goes up based on the things she doppelgangs, so we don't really need it that badly for now. So I'm thinking I might make a stone glove for Draggy instead, or granite glove, I forget which one they name it as. But, yeah, that one. Alright, so Sprig didn't get any bonuses, Norris didn't get any bonuses. Does that mean that there's no bonuses at this one, or am I just... was I just getting unlucky there? It's possible. But I don't think there's any other doppelgangs for quite a while that I actually want for Sprig. There's a couple of enemies later on in the game that have, like there's I think one white innate and one green innate that might be worth it, but I don't know, they're pretty late in the game. It's kind of hard to justify using them frequently considering, they're so late in the game. But I don't know. I just jump into the rushing water? I guess. Oh, okay. Well, I'm being flushed down the cistern now, so that's just great. Oop. Okay. Yeah, let's just find a way to stop it up, and then we should be okay. More spearfishers. I don't remember what's over here, so I'm just going to go over here and double check. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is the part where you go to the bars in Shadow Forest, right? Yeah, and you can bang on it. And when you bang on the bars, that frog-looking thing, it'll actually drop the treasure that's over there. It'll drop it down into Shadow Forest. So now if we go into Shadow Forest, we can open that up, and that's a deluge if I remember correctly. So, I mean, I might go grab it. We got a few extra deluges from the Tragedy Ends, but you never know. It could come in handy. Draggy, are you okay? You're kind of, I guess you keep bobbing up and down to come up for air, but I'm just concerned about your airflow, man. Like, you're mostly under the water. Maybe I shouldn't have brought him here since the water level is waist high and he's on all fours. Well, it is what it is. Oh, okay, these lantern jaws are red at me. That's fine, I guess. So, or should I have Draggy go first? Let's have Draggy go first, actually. Oh, excuse me, because out of anybody, the Spearfisher is the one that's dangerous, so... Like, I don't even care about weaken at all. It's fine. Do that, and then call Mama up. Give them the big breath. Very nice. Now that was almost 400 damage on a weakness hit. And, I mean, my Draggy is pretty blessed in terms of his, like, you know, his, Can I hit this 3? I'm trying to remember how this works, because this is a floating enemy, but I don't know if these 3s always hit, but if they do, they result in a crit, right? Yeah, okay, they don't always hit. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm pretty sure on a floating enemy, all those 3s will always result in a crit with the gun, so... But yeah, that was almost 400 damage on a weakness hit, and my Draggy is pretty well blessed with magic, but still, he's not, like, at a cap point, like a halfway to cap point that I would expect him to be at later on. He's only got 20 magic, which it boosts up to, what, 21 with the... Oh, he dropped a Cure-All for me. That's nice. That's the spell that the schoolmates could drop over in the El Nido Triangle, so that's nice. But yeah, so I'd expect by the end of the playthrough, Draggy's magic would be like a 23 or something like that. But, I mean, it's still a ridiculous amount of damage to be just randomly being able to do right now, you know. So, I will definitely take it. Alright, well that wasn't very nice. Clap back, shall we? Excuse me. Clap and slap. Boy, it's a good thing that I don't have to do physical attacks again for the rest of the fight. Goodbye! Actually, I'm not sure if this will kill the other one. If they don't, we can just clean up, so... Oh, it didn't kill either one of them. Wow. Well, I guess the other one's pretty close. So... Alright, let's clean up. Say that should be enough for that one, and then we'll just 1, 2, 2. And will this kill? Yeah, it will. Okay. I was gonna say, with him slumped over like that, I gotta imagine this will kill. We don't even need to do like an Inferno or anything like that. We'll just pew pew. Would have done it with Lynx, but they turned in blue, so I actually wouldn't have done very much less damage from that. Another Cure-All, wow. I don't think I need more than 2, honestly, so I guess we don't have to worry about finding those anymore. I see a barrel up there, so we'll just push that in a second. I just want to see what's up here first. I don't remember, so... Ah! That's what's up here. Okay. So, yeah, we can't get in over there. I think even with Norris in the party, they won't let you in. Yeah. Yep. Because they are busy interrogating people, and I don't mean in a good way. I don't think there is a good way to interrogate somebody, but... at least not from the perspective of what they're doing, but you know. So, instead of doing that, we gotta stop the water flow. Now, does that float downstream? Yes, it does. Okay, good. So now all we gotta do is follow it, basically. And eventually, it should land somewhere where the water flow can be... Yeah, there we go. It's actually not even landing somewhere where the water flow can be stopped. It's going to land in a place... Well, it will land someplace where the water flow will be stopped, but it'll also land in a place that'll let us conveniently make a bridge that we can use to walk over to the next section of the area. So it does make me wonder what those enemies with the eyeballs over there that are staring at me are in the background. But, you know, we'll figure that out later, I'm sure. You know, I imagine that Draggy would probably kill things very quickly if he did have the Granite Glove. So hopefully we find that Denaturite pretty soon. Ice Blast! No, you picked the wrong person. We'll probably still deal, yeah, some damage, but not that much. Compared to this, especially not that much. My little dragon friend is so strong. He's so much stronger, so much faster. They grow up so fast. Okay, that gets rid of you. And now for you. I'm just going to go for it. I regret instantly going for it, but, you know, it is what it is. Because we can handle the rest. Okay, so it looks like those pots are the ones that give you good money out of all of this. Fair enough. Okay, and that'll float right into there. Water current control room. Floodgate bridge under repair. No longer under repair. I have repaired it. I have jury-rigged it. Is it jury-rigged or jerry-rigged? I feel like it's jury-rigged because they're making a reference to, like, rigging a jury, right? But I don't know. I don't exactly say that in regular conversation or hear other people say it in regular conversation to the point where that would be something I'd be concerned about. Frozen? Okay, well, then I guess I'll have to fix that too, huh? Do I purify for that, or what? I guess I could, like... I could just, like 1, 2, 3, and then instead of purifying, I could just Inferno for a little bit. Well, especially I'm gonna have to now, like, okay. I mean, sure, just freeze my whole party while you're at it. Alright, let's break up that field effect. Kinda wish this would unfreeze my party since I'm putting extreme heat out on the battlefield, but I suppose I'm only putting it out on the other side, so... Yeah, something tells me there's no mini levels between this level and the next one. Just judging by what we've seen happening so far. Alright, well, anyway. At least you guys are burning, which means I will deal more damage. And then keep it up. I guess do another one, since it didn't hit. Well, Draggy's unfrozen, so maybe now I purify Norris, so that way they can... all go after each enemy that they're fighting. I think if I remember correctly, we got the Star Fragment, I think it was last time. If you equip the Star Fragment as an accessory, it prevents the 4 major status ailments. I'm not sure if that means it prevents Frozen or not, but it prevents multiple major status ailments, so it might be a good idea to, try giving it a shot. Does that take the effect off of him? Interesting, I wonder how that works. No big breath this time. He dodged one attack, so we'll just cough mix instead. There you go. Nice. So now they should mostly be almost there, but I guess they're not slumped yet. So I cannot get to Sun Shower levels, so I'll just... there. I'll just start blasting. No, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Alright, so that takes care of that. And another cure-all. Alright, fair enough. At this point, I'll take it, because if you're going to keep giving it to me, I might as well. Oh, there's a chest down there. Okay, let's go grab that. I didn't see that before, so... let's go grab that, then we'll come back and go in, because that might be the Denaturite, honestly. I'm not certain. But there's only one way to find out. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So now all we got to do is find another save point, and then we can make the Granite Glove for Draggy. Stone Glove, whatever it is. And then we can go from there. For now, let's go upstairs instead. I was going to say, I wonder if this leads all the way up to where the other one does, but I don't think so, because there's a valve here, so... tighten it? Okay, so if we tighten it, that will close the floodgate, which will allow us to walk, I think, walk in the current that was over there, so. And I think, because I don't think we can't go back up that way, but I think if we go up the other way, like if we go up the ladder here, we can go in through a different direction, and then we can end up in where we need to be, basically. So, like, if we go up here, and then we go upstairs, and we find another... Where would the other one be? I'm trying to think where there'd be another grate. I guess in the kitchen, there'd be another one. Because I can't imagine they would have a kitchen without a grate in it. So... Oh, Orch is gone, but yeah, here it is. I was going to say, usually they have to have something that feeds down into the main water line. Okay, and that brings us down here. So now, it looks like the current is slightly weaker. So because of that, we can kind of just hold to the right and end up over here, which means we should ideally be able to get to a new part of the sewers from here. And hopefully we'll find our way down and around to the exact place where Lady Riddell's being held. Potentially being tortured by an angry cook. I'm gonna say, at this point I might as well just go for the level 3 since he's gonna dodge all my stuff. Once again, it sure is a good thing I don't have to use physical attacks with Draggy ever again in this fight. Okay, down he goes. Now it's just the other one. Yeah, those guys don't got nothing. They got chump change for gold amounts. That's not going to pay for that granite glove that I want. How am I supposed to buy all the things that I possibly want for my child? Well, there's a magic seal. That helps a little bit. And then some random looking blob thing, I guess. The magic seal is the real prize down here, though, because if you take a look at it, let's go find... I think I'm going to give it to Norris, actually, in place of the magic ring. So he's currently got 18 magic. If we stick the magic seal on, it increases that up to 21 magic. So that means... I believe the magic seal is magic plus 5, so the ring is magic plus 2, then, I guess. So it's a pretty good boost to his magic, which will allow him to sun shower even harder than he already was. So that's pretty good. So him with 21 magic and Draggy with 20 magic and the big breath and the sun shower means that our AoE game is pretty well taken care of for a while. So that's good. Okay, so I gotta slip in here. There we go. And then all I gotta do is figure out where the hell I'm going from here. Because I sure as hell don't know. Probably can't go upstream there, so let's just go back for now. And see where we can end up. I'll try going back this way for a sec. I don't really feel like fighting the guards, considering, you know, they aren't really giving me any bonuses. That's the valve. Okay. Don't know what the trick is yet, but I guess we'll figure it out. I was gonna say, I think I need to move like now if I want to get past this guy. And I was correct. There we go. Okay, so that was the trick. Now, what's this thing say? Oh, the plaque says nothing. Okay, interesting. I suppose that is a choice. You don't have to make it say something. I thought that guy was on level with us. He was not. Where does this go, though? Huh. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it's being protected by some sort of field barrier or something. So. head down and around this way. See where this takes us. If they made us do the puzzle, then it probably takes us somewhere important. Okay, so now we're up here. All right, cool. Now we can figure out how to get to there from here. I don't know. I'm gonna find out though. Looks like that's where we need to go though, because that little section there might be the crawl space we need to go through in order to get to where we need to get to. So I think there's a boss fight coming up though. I'm pretty sure you fight something on your way out of here. Well, it's fine. If we have to, we'll oh yeah, I kind of need to open up that however I open that up. But yeah, if we fight the boss with this team, I guess it's fine. I don't care too much, but I gotta find it first. Whew. God, it's hitting me all at once. Sorry. I think I'm a little exhausted today. It's been a very busy weekend, and in combination with all the work that I've been doing, I'm running a little ragged. I did in fact eat something before coming to the stream today, but I am running a little ragged at the moment, and I still have homework to do when I'm done. So if the commentary is a little less on point today, I apologize, but oh my lord, my brain. My brain is like, why would you do this to us? What are you trying to prove? I don't even know if we have me and my brain have the combined ability to get through someplace like this without knowing where we're going. Yeah. I guess try for it to get the slaps up. And I guess I'll big breath because it should guarantee the kill. Sorry, I'm looking up the guide so that I have the map handy in case my brain says, nope, don't have enough brain power for this. Do it with a guide. So, there we go. Okay, I see. So we passed up the third valve. That's what I did. All right, so we can pretty easily fix that. Oh, I didn't have any element power left at the end of that one. I should have cough mixed. Oh well. Yeah, there's the third valve. So what I need to do is, even though that looked like it was being protected by some kind of a barrier, it's not. We need to go back up and around to get to that valve, press it, and then it'll open that door that was blocking us just a second ago. And then we can go through here, go all the way down and around, and then we can end up in the next section. Now the real question is going to be, is it boss fight one right after the other there? In which case, I don't know. I feel like a couple of the levels here, at least, are not tighten it, maybe. See what it does. Yeah, that'll open the whole thing up. Good. I don't even know why they give you the option to open it if it's not going to do anything. Like, might as well just turn it and go. But, yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to do, like... I guess I could look at the character FAQ and see if there's any mini levels between these few boss fights. I think there might be one, not in between this boss fight and the next one, but the one after that, basically. Like, the gap between... There's, like I said, there's, like, 3 boss fights in here, so there might be a mini level. Not here, because unless we already got it, and like last time, and I don't remember, which is possible. But... What good does that do me? Oh, I see. That's why you open it, because it just blocked off that passage. So now, yeah, we close it up, and then we can go further up ahead. All right. I see what you're doing, I think. Now the question is, how do I get there? Can't go through here. No, we just go this way. Okay, I see. Yeah, that was what I thought was going to happen. So it's a good thing I set those turn reds, because it looks like we're fighting this boss with Draggy and Norris, rather than Sprig and Radius like we usually do. But that's fine. He shouldn't be too bad. This must be the big monster that they were talking about, though. The one staring at me with those beady little eyes in the background. Alright, so, let's see. Probably Draggy first to get 99 up, and then we'll get Turn Red up, and then we'll go from there. So, do some slaps to start with. It's probably going to throw its children at me, which is just not real great, but, you know. Can I even get a 99 with this? No, I can't. Okay, so we'll just build a little bit. I probably should have just done a couple more ones, but that's fine. I can just do it after this, so. You're ripping into him with that gun, aren't you? Jitterbug, huh? Fair enough. I mean, I guess that's a thing. I'm trying to think if it was something that could confuse us, but I don't think, in this game, I don't think it can. So I should also probably consider healing, so I'll do that in a minute. Alright, so turn red for you. We'll go back to Draggy's turn. We'll let him cast 99. And then I'll probably heal at the end of Lynx's turn once I start beating an ass, so... There you go. Because we should very easily beat an ass now, as a result of the multiple buffs. So. And then, let's see. I think I'm going to need a little stronger of a thing because of Draggy's HP being low. This one might be okay. Probably won't be quite enough to get him to full, but it'll be enough to do a good chunk, so... There we go. Alright, let's keep going. Bug Kamikaze! You're going to have your children explode me. That's not good. Ow. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is, so... Okay, so now how about we do... Yeah, let's do a heal wall. Why not? We got a bunch of extra healing, so we might as well use it. It's mostly for Draggy, but I don't want to use Cure Plus in this particular case, even if I had it, because Cure Plus in this case wouldn't be so good. It would give this Rochester some extra oomph for its attacks. I guess I'll try a 3. It's doing pretty good damage, so... Don't know exactly how much damage this thing needs to take before it goes down, but I guess we'll find out shortly, because here we go, ripping into it again. So, looks like it's slumping over now. And that's it. Nothing to it. Then again, we are using 99 and a stone weapon at this point, which is kind of a lot, but, you know, is what it is. Alright, so there's a good level for Surge. Got some good HP out of the deal as well. Draggy got some strength and magic, that's good. Norris got some more strength, I'll take it. He's got awesome strength and res, honestly. Like, he's got, I think, the highest strength and res out of anybody other than Surge in the party right now, which is pretty great. And an elbow pad. I guess I can sell that for something later. So, let me see here. I look at the character fact and find out now if... I don't know. I don't feel like there would be, because it's like right after this is the next boss fight. But let me look. Character fact. Mini star availability by level. Levels that have no mini growth, 28 is listed right there, and so is 29. But it has been wrong before, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not that. It's not like we're in a hurting right now. Like, I only need another 7 strength on Lynx in order for him to be ready to basically beat up the rest of the game, and Draggy's practically at the magic stat that I figured he was going to be at his cap. Norris isn't really getting any magic, but he doesn't really need it. He's got the magic seal, and eventually, excuse me, he'll have a better Dragoon thing. There's like an upgraded version of the Dragoon's Honor that he's already got, so that should help a little bit. They got Fargo too? Wake up, old man! Prison break! I gotta move the bed. Hold on. Hoy there. Not exactly. Why would I be breaking in through the sewers? I mean, his body is, but... Long time no see there, Captain. Yeah. Well, I figured, you know. I rescue all of you guys, then... Okay, Draggy. I mean, we can rescue him too. It's a bonus, but... Yeah, do you know where Riddell is, by any chance? Okay, cool. Okay, so she's got to be in the central cell. Yep, so just break your way out like that. All right. Thanks, Fargo. That saves me the trouble of having to do it myself. I probably could go out through his door, but I'll just go around. I think... He said the one next door, so I gotta imagine this one is not where Riddell is being held. 'Tis not. Well, apparently you can. How do I get back? There we go. And this should bring us, yeah, to the open cell. Oh, I know what they did. Yeah, they brought her into here. Okay, yeah, I see what's happening now. And yeah, now this door's open, so if you wanted to leave and get something else, you very well could. Fair question there, Private. I mean, you could just go down and around and then you wouldn't be in there anymore, but, you know. Do I keep this team? See, as much as I'd like to try out the whole, well, we just got Vigora on Spearfisher with Sprig thing, the next boss is Red Elemental, so if I tried that, I would get my ass beat. So I don't think I want to do that. That being said, since this is a save point, let's put that Denaturite to use, shall we? Is there anything that I care about disassembling? I have a Silver Swallow, but I don't really need it. Or the Argent Gun, like any of the stuff that... I could just sell those, so I'm not really worried about that part. That's all fine. It's all equipped. I guess I could disassemble some mithril helmets as well to get some extra screws, but it looks like I've got plenty of them, so I don't know if that's necessary. Got to keep one of the resistance belts. And yeah, I don't think there's really anything here that I need to disassemble explicitly. I think it mostly would, at this point, be better to just sell the stuff, you know? So let's do that. And that. And then nothing to sell here. The mithril helmets sell for some pretty good money. I think that's more than what we paid to make them, honestly. So that's not bad. But the question is, should I sell them now? Or should I wait? Well, no, we've got stone helmets on 4 people, so I really don't need that badly to have the mithril helmets then. I mean, it'll help me recoup some of the costs, you know. The Kung Fu shoes can definitely go, though. I don't need those. Do I want a second resistance belt for any reason? I can think of one person that I would want to give this second resistance belt to, so maybe I'll hang on to it just because there's, in case I wanted to like demonstrate the summons for black innate characters, I would give that person a resistance belt, so I'll just do that. And then we got the stamina ring equipped. That's on Sprig. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, who's got that? But it's on Sprig, so I'll get rid of that though. Don't need these. And I don't know, I guess the Dreamer's Scarf is a pretty important, like, it feels like a pretty important piece of gear, so I'll keep that as well. Maybe the magic ring too, just for the hell of it. Eventually we'll end up selling the stuff, but I don't think at this point we really need to. And yeah, if I need screws, I guess I could just get them with some extra elements and stuff, so I'll just get rid of the mithril helmets as well. Alright. So let's do what we came here to do, which is forge. Go all the way to the bottom. That's where the glove is. Yeah, granite glove. So Zoa also uses gloves as a weapon, so I guess that gives you somebody else who can use them. But yeah, this one's going to Draggy. It's our last Anadarite, though, so... And we only really need one more. We could make stone vests, but I'm thinking I might just wait, honestly, because, like... I don't feel like the next... Like, because we're going to be fighting the dragons in order to prove our worth, but I don't think their boss fights are going to be that challenging with mithril vests. I might regret that eventually, but, like, once you beat them, and then I think there's, like, 1 or 2 other bosses after that, you'll gain access to prism equipment, so I don't really think that it's too necessary for me to make the stone vests. I think it's probably better to focus on making stone weapons than stone vests, and then just go from there, you know. So, but there we go, granite glove for Draggy. That'll probably be on him for quite a while. I haven't decided whether I'm going to forge a prism glove, spectral glove, I forget which one it is. But there's one that you get for free from a treasure chest, although it's in the final dungeon, so I don't know if I want to wait that long. But if we do find the one in the final dungeon, and I decide to forge him one, we can always just disassemble the one in the final dungeon to get back all the materials that I used to make it, so I guess it's not a huge loss if I do that, you know. But yeah, he's in pretty good shape. He's got, just gotta get the upgraded version of this, which we'll gain access to plenty of pretty soon. So, and let's just sell that mithril glove while we're at it. Because Zoa's already got one, so he doesn't need it. And actually, does it disassemble in anything interesting? Probably not, right? Yeah, didn't think so. Alright. So there's that. Now, you know what I'm probably going to do? I'll probably bring Sprig and Radius in, actually. And, yeah, let's bring Sprig and Radius in for this one, actually, since Draggy and Norris did the last one. And then we can go from there. Sorry, I had to think about that one a little bit. My brain's still not working in high gear here. Oh, man. Okay. I'll be good, I think, eventually. Once I get enough sleep, which... Whew, that's a tall order, too. Well, okay, so I have work to do, but I don't think it'll take too long to get done with it after I'm done with the stream. So there's that, and then... Tomorrow's a long day, because I got the lecture and the lab. So that's a long day, and then I have to do the post-lab report. But because we're in the last week, they structured the post-lab report specifically in such a way that it shouldn't be too hard to get them all done, basically. Like, because they have to grade them before grades go in, and grades have to be in 2 days after the last class of the summer semester. So that's next Monday. So yeah, they have to have the grades in by next Wednesday. So, and that means that the lab reports, which are normally due a week afterwards, have to be in faster. So because of that, it probably means there will be less to them than there normally is, and that'll make it a little easier to get them all done. So, long-winded way of saying that I think I should be okay in terms of being able to get all my work done. And then after I'm done with that, well, I have about 6 days off. And then I have to go back to classes and do it all over again for 15 more weeks. Yay! And then I can sleep. Thankfully, by the time I'm able to sleep again, well, I'll be able to sleep during the semester, but mostly because I'll be going to bed at 11 instead of 12:30. But I'll be able to sleep again because it won't be so hot in this apartment that I can't sleep. So. You turned the chef into a secret weapon. Now I've seen everything. Quadfid seeds? Quadifid seeds? Why? How does... Do I even want to ask the question at this? But like, you're just making shit up as you go because you wanted him to use his butcher knife. Oh, okay. So how did he manage to steal the dragon's tear? Like, who would let him near the dragon's tear? He's not a shrine maiden. Well, I'm here to relieve you of your, okay, thanks for the, giving up the jig there, Sprig. I was going to say, I'm here to relieve you of your duty. Take the Hell's Cook with you, turn him back to normal, and we'll take Lady Riddell. But, alright, I guess if you just want to do it this way. I'm not interfering with your cooking, but I am interfering with your chopping. See, that would have been better if I had actually had the brain power to come up with something on the spot. I do not. But yeah, we gotta fight Orcha. He's Dark Orcha, Shadow Orcha. I am thou, thou art I. I don't even know if Diminish even helps in this fight, so I think I'm just gonna Doppelgang straight away. If it does help, then I guess I'll just go back. But I think he's mostly just physical attacks, honestly, so. Turn 2. And then Doppelgang it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna Doppelgang straight into White Knight, I don't care. We'll let Radius be support, we'll let him get turn blues up, and then we'll just beat him up. And switch between Lynx and Sprig over and over again with the turn blue on. Orcha's got quite a bit of HP though, if I remember correctly. He's got like something close to 3,000 if I remember right, which means this might take a little while, but we should be okay. Oh no, Fireball! From a guy with maybe 10 magic? What will I do? Okay, that was a little more than 10 magic, but like, I was gonna say, what will I do? You're already... You know, let's just give it to Lynx first, and then we'll go back to Radius's turn in a little bit. White Knight should deal some pretty solid damage, even without turn blue at this point, so I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah! Ripping into him now. If that 3 had hit, it would have been a lot better, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, even without turn blue, look at the damage. That's nuts. You know, why don't you just hard cast a turn blue real quick, just so that we can get that up on White Knight, and then we'll just kind of let them switch between. Radius has still got some element power in case we need to heal, so I'm kind of okay with that. So, and then just go to town. Fire Pillar's a little bit upsetting, but, you know, it is what it is. I didn't get burned, so that's a good thing. I'm just gonna go for it. I know I shouldn't have. Why would I go for it? Again, this is the era where this game was made at the same time as Final Fantasy Tactics, so like, why would I ever go for it? It never ends well if you go for it. Let's see. I'm gonna get Rage up. I should probably heal though with Radius, so I think that's what I'll do in a second. I also got to be careful because I'm giving him buffs by using, you know, high-end red element spells, so only going to make him stronger. So that means we got to push that off the field, if possible. Nice heal, that'll work. All right, I don't have turn blue currently, but that's fine. Yeah, see, we're still ripping into him pretty good. We're fully healed. So, I guess just cast Weaken on him? Yeah, it's a red element spell, so it's a little bit risky, but yeah, we'll be able to push it off the field in a second anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. Okay. And then you can build your element power back up now that you've used some of it. White Knight needs it anyway. Spice of Life. One of his techs. I was gonna say, it looks like he's healing himself, but that's okay. That healed for less than what Radius just did in damage, and he's not even our DPS guy, so... Alright, last turn blue. And background to you. And he's almost done. It's almost 300 damage there. Like, this, so this is why you want to use White Knight, because, like, oh my lord, the damage is ridiculous. Alright, got him. It makes the mid-game so much more trivial, which I guess is not a good thing because this game's already pretty trivial, but, you know, it's fine, I guess. Alright, we're almost at the break point. We've almost hit 40 strength, and we have 25 magic, which is a pretty good break point as well. Sprig got a good level. How'd you do, Radius? That sucks, but you're fine. You'll get a better level next time. Generally, that's how it works, actually, is that the if you get a worse level, you end up with a pretty decent level, or a better chance of getting a pretty decent level next time, because the stats that didn't grow have a higher chance of growing at the next one, so. I'm insane! I already said I'm out of my mind. Don't worry about it, I don't think they're gonna learn their lesson and correct themselves, so, excuse me. What does that even, how does that even work? Like, what? I'm trying to understand why that specifically worked on you, but it's never brought up again, and it doesn't work on anybody else. I don't understand. I mean, okay, sure, at least then we can keep an eye on. He doesn't even give you a choice, he just joins Chip Party no matter what. So I guess there's that. So we have somebody who can use kitchen utensils as a weapon again now, if you really want to. I don't think he's particularly good, though. Well, I mean, those aren't bad stats, all things considered. Good HP, strength, res, and magic are all pretty good. His M-res isn't great, and neither is his agility, but I guess he's not bad. He's got some stiff competition with all the red innates that we have currently, but, you know. I'll stick with Draggy, thanks. Meanwhile... Ah, okay, so we're just going to teleport straight up. Okay, sounds good. We can do that. We make a good distraction. Hey, listen, it's all good. You do that. I'm sure he'll appreciate you coming there to help. If we can find a boat, we will meet you there. I'm honored, but you already have me in your party. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Hey, as long as you don't get court-martialed, that's the thing that I'm more concerned about, I guess. Later, Riddell, we will see you shortly once we get the hell out of here. Now, the character FAQ says there's no mini-level here, but I'm not 100% convinced by that. And I think I'm going to go try and see if I can find, yeah, some poor soldiers to beat up, because I gotta imagine there's a few just hanging around since... Well, we just committed a prison break, so now they're all probably out in full force. I probably should have given, what are they, blue element? No, white element, okay. Well, then I guess I can rip into them pretty good. But I probably should have given Sprigg something so that she can cast, I don't know, like free fall or something. Probably would have worked pretty well, but yeah, it is what it is. I can do it after this fight if I need to. So there's one more boss fight that gives a star level in here, and I think it's right straight away as soon as you get into the next room. Like as soon as you go into the main hall, I think it shows up. So I don't think you can get Poor Private for your list of doppelgangs, right? So I can try to beat him up and find out. Is it worth doing? I don't know. I'm just mostly doing it for curiosity's sake. Oh, no, but it's there. Okay, well, there it is. I mean, fair enough. I guess that makes her list, like, you know, even, so it's not like there's just one kind of lingering down at the bottom here, but I don't even know what a Poor Private would do. Oh, well. Guess we could transform into one if we ever get into a situation where it's like, oh, there's a lot of black innate characters there. Oh, there's an iron helmet. And an aqua bowl. Alright, well, ooh, okay. Are they just gonna come out ad nauseum until I... Like, is there any way for me to get back to a save point from here? That's my question, because I'd like to get the mini level for somebody else, but... I'm not sure if I can even leave without, just, like, having to kill everybody, you know? I'll probably have Radius do this one, just because he can build some element power that way so we can actually heal ourselves. But yeah, you might be able to just, like, I'm trying to think if there's any save points up here, and I don't think there is. I guess you know where I could go, actually, is I could try to go to the, I could try to go to the stables. There's a save point in there that might work. So. Alright, well, we got a little bit of element power that way. So now, I don't know, just long shot the guy, I guess. Here you go! Okay. Slap the sin out of him. With air beams. So I guess all that tornado magic makes sense when you think about the fact that he can shoot air beams out of his staff. So I'm going to try to go get to the stables, because it looks like we can just reset that fight over and over again to get a mini level. So let's see if we can go back this way, or if they're not going to let us out. Judging by, yeah, I was going to say that. I don't think, yeah, they're going to let us out. So, I don't know, I guess that means that you guys get the mini level and nobody else does? Can I go down this way? No. I guess I should have figured that part out. Yeah, the only thing I can think is that maybe I could go to the save point that's near Viper's room now, I guess, once we get the mini level here. But I don't even know if that's going to work. Really? Fine, be that way. Oh good, Sprig's got over 300 HP now. That's good for her. It's quite a lot. She's got more than Radius does now. Granted, it can all go away in an instant, just like that, but, you know. So they're dodging just enough to be annoying, but that's okay. Maybe I hit the other guy with a level 2 and then I feral cats. So that way, ow, I have a little element power remaining for healing after the fight's over. Okay, that's fine. Still send the cats after you. But I could swear that the next boss fight is like straight away in the next room, so I don't think we'll even be able to get to the save point. I think once you hit the save point at Hell's Cook, I think that's it. I think you just keep going. But it is what it is, I guess. I was gonna say, I just hope we get our mini level. But I suppose we might not even be able to get it because it said there's no mini level in between in this level, so... I don't know, I'm kind of okay with not trying, because you can get those little HP bonuses in between levels, even when there's no mini level available, but... Yeah, you know. Okay, so what do we need for the next fight? I think I need turn whites for the next fight, so... Where would they be? They're there. And then, I don't think I need to use Diminish, because I think the next enemy's magic power is not particularly good, so... Might even be able to use, like, Meteor Shower and Holy Light. I haven't been setting any spells, but, I will try him this time. Why not? And then I've got room for a level 7, but don't think I need it. Let's do this, and then do this, and then do that. And then, do I want to set Magnify, maybe, even? I guess it wouldn't hurt, because then I could just, since the enemy isn't particularly magically strong, I can just magnify up and then go from there. And then doppelgang into White Knight and start beating them up as well. Yeah, I don't think we can save from here, so I'm just gonna go. I don't care. If there's a mini level here, it's like, we're fine. I'm not like that kind of concerned about it, you know? Yeah, I don't know if there is a mini level or not, but... Well, we got enemies. And a cutscene. Yeah, I was planning on taking the scenic tour before I left the country, but apparently you're not going to let me do that, huh? Oh boy. Well, if we get a mini level out of this one, then that'll be really funny and convenient timing, but... You know. At least we caused enough of a distraction to make this easy for Norris. So. Can we hit the broadside of a barn, please? I'm not asking for much. Okay, and then we'll save the meteors for later. Instead, we'll throw the cats at them. It's just so ridiculous. I've basically turned into a crazy cat person. I mean, who else keeps this many cats, you know? But it's like I could be using Luminaire, but I can't because I have to throw cats at people now. You heard of Zeni Nage? Well, how about Gato Nage? I can't believe I know enough Japanese to actually know the word for cat. I think that's the word for cat, I gotta imagine. I think if I remember correctly, it's also the word for cat in Spanish, which is probably why I remember it, is because, oh, you guys dropped stamina rings. Okay, cool. Because it's just the same word, so. Yeah, is right. Who else will challenge the mighty Sir Lynx who is not Sir Lynx? Thanks. Oh, okay. Well, I'm down to try. Let's see how strong you really are, Cyborg. Let's hope he doesn't have sonic wave cannons. I think that's the secret weapon. I don't think he gets that for a while. Okay, so... do I set up Magnify, or do I... I'm not even really worried about Diminish, because I'm just going to transform into White Knight anyway, so... maybe I just go straight for White Knight, honestly. Because we'll deal more damage that way. Oh, he can remove his arm and beat me with it. Alright, well, that's an interesting way of doing things, I suppose. I'm just going to Doppelgang straight. Well, you know what I could do is, since I got it, I could always Doppelgang into Spearfisher and try to get Vigora going. So, it takes a little more setup to get this going than just going straight into White Knight and beating an ass, but you know, I'm down to try. I don't remember what element level Vigor is at, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Alright, good. Rocket Punch. Kind of. Ow. Yeah, that wasn't really all that much, I'll be honest. I thought I was going to be taking more damage than that, but, you know. Alright, so we'll give you turn white. Spearfisher's got 7 stamina, so we'll just go straight back to them. We'll get Vigora up, and then we'll go from there. Let's just find out. Oh, good, you can just 99% multiple times. Perfect. Beat them up. Alright. Well, he goes up to level 5, anti-red. There's Vigora. Temporarily stops your stamina from decreasing. Let's see how this goes. Have we found the broken strategy? Most likely. But let's play this out and see what happens first, shall we? Alright, here we go. Are you ready for this? Are you frickin' ready for this? I'm just gonna start with that. Oh my lord, 7 attacks in a row. Hair cutter. Oh good, he has a laser beam from his hair. That's some fancy moves you got there. Well, Spearfisher takes a little extra damage, I think, but it's okay. I'm gonna go for it. I shouldn't have gone for it. But since my stamina is currently out, I could always go for this and see how much this does. I got good magic. He's a dark innate. Black innate, and I need to break up the field a little bit anyway. Nice. That's great damage. Now... we only had 1 Vigora, unfortunately, so really that big DPS burst that we did was about all we can do, so now we'll just DPS burst like this instead. Any interrupt? Yes, I thought so. Alright, don't kill Sprig, please. Thank you. And now we Doppelgang back out of Sprig and into, yeah, White Knight. So yeah, you can kind of just go to Spearfisher, do a Vigora, and then go straight into something else. It's not necessarily as good as it could be, because as you can see, the defense is kind of lacking, but... well, as long as you can heal, you should be okay. It's just, you know, being able to heal. It's not always easy to do. I don't want to poke him too much to the point where he just attacks and kills Sprig, so I don't think I even want to push my luck with another 2. I'm just going to go straight for the highest heal I've got, which... I'm going to go for the Recover All +1. Push that black off the field. Get some white, some titanium white on the field. And, well, it didn't quite fully heal Sprig, but it gave us some good stuff to work with. And I think I have a Meteor Shower at this level. No, but I could just do another Recover All since I've got the ability to. There we go. And we're not quite at full anyway, so... There, now we're at full. He can heal himself. No, that's fine. Hey, that actually healed for more than Orcha did, so you're already doing better than he was. Okay, yeah, my damage is a little lacking because of the being black innate thing, but that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Radius, why don't you build a little bit so that you can get turn white up on one of us? He's got some pretty decent HP considering he's still kicking. Alright, and then get another turn white going. Yeah, you've already got your 7 stamina back, so why not? And then we can get rage up and go from there. Alright, so we'll do this. And that. I almost did the 3 without thinking. And that. Not get interrupted. Get a rage going. And then, I'll probably be out afterwards, but I'll probably just have Radius cast a turn white right now, so that way he gets it. Oh, good, Vigora. So, I'm about to be on the receiving end of my own strategy, so that's awesome. Since that's the case, why don't we have you do a couple of 2s? Okay, he's almost done, and then I'm going to weaken him because he's about to attack me like 7 times in a row, so... I don't want to be too far on the receiving end of this one, so here you go. Have one of those, and then, probably just have you heal in a second, honestly. Yeah, here goes the 8 attacks in a row. Okay, well, he picked the wrong person anyway. If he had hit Radius here, it would have been a little tough, because, you know, he's putting out a pretty good chunk of damage, but we're resistant, so it's not really that big of a deal, you know. And a tornado to finish things off? I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of spitballing. I was gonna say, if it doesn't finish, then we've always got White Knight to mop up real quick. Like that. I don't really put much thought into these boss battles. Is that noticeable? I'm just like, okay, well, here, get a buff up, go from there. So, yeah, I don't really put too much thought into it, honestly. And I think it's better that way because it's like, I don't know, if I put more thought into it, I feel like I'd just be destroying the video game too much. Alright, Radius, you need to get better levels than those, bro. Those are not so good, what you were just doing the past 2. I mean, it is what it is. Your stats are already pretty good for a support guy, but, you know, a little better, more HP and that sort of stuff would be better. Anyway, we got a Defender, so that's cool. It's like the opposite of a Dragoon's Honor. It gives you defense, magic defense, and evasion, if I remember correctly, so... Go on, get out! Oh yeah, they got a new, I don't think I went and saw this. They got a new robot there instead of the Cybot that was there before. So, I don't think that's a good idea. I was gonna say, I think you're gonna get run over, man. Do I really have to fight this thing immediately? Okay. No breaks for me today, apparently. We just go from one fight to the next. That being said, I think this thing's called Guyot. It's obviously the first couple of syllables of guillotine, but I don't think it's that tough if I remember correctly. I don't have any turn green, but you know, it's fine. That being said, I do think I want to get Sprig out of her current green innate as soon as possible because I don't want her taking too much extra damage in the process of doing what she's doing. I don't even think Diminish helps here either, so... What have I got? I mean, I could just use White Knight, honestly. I'm going to try Tragedy Ann, actually. I've never used this Doppelgang, but she's got some good spells, so it might be worth it. Don't know what her defense is like, though. She also has a few cure pluses, so if we need them, we can always heal her. But I'll give it a shot, why not? Let's just hope that Sprig didn't turn into marijuana or something. Mary Jana. That was the name of the one. It's funny, though. I'll take it. 2/2/2 weaken? Oh my god, we're ripping a hole in it. That's like half its HP right there. I'll do a 2/2/2 weaken. Stone Swallow is OP, but don't nerf it, because it makes this part of the game go by faster, so I will take it. I don't think I've even used Radius yet. He's got the green element, so he would be pretty good for that, but... Well, her attack leaves something to be desired. And so does her defense. But, you know, it is what it is. So. Alright, can you Tornado now? You can Tornado now. Give him the good stuff! I just kind of wanted to see how much this does. I got Tragedy End because of the spell list. I don't actually know if it's any good, so... Well, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. So... Already almost done, huh? Well, let's, do I quick draw or do I Tornado? I'm just gonna Tornado again. I like the spell animation on Tornado, so... Let's use that as our finishing blow. Nice. And that will definitely do it, because this thing's only got like 1,000 HP, so... I don't even think it gives a star level, though, now that I think about it. I think 29 is as high up as you go. So... Give a little bit towards the next mini level, though, so that's good. And I think you fight this thing a couple of times on the way out, so... Yeah, because it's not exactly ready to give up yet, so... Maybe we should have turned it into more pieces rather than just leaving it there. Come on, let's go see if we can catch a train out of Balthazar's room. I don't actually know if this is going to work at all, but it does make for a okay enough Chrono Trigger reference, considering there was a dragon mech in that game. So this is completely out of my control, by the way. I have my hands off the controller, so it's not like a chase sequence or anything. We're not running from Mr. X here or something. It's okay, I was gonna say, we can just run in circles forever now and it'll never catch us. Why was Balthazar crippled right there? What was his deal? I don't know about that. I was gonna say, hang on, there's a book here somewhere that I can use to... I can push it and then the ladder will come down. But apparently we're not allowed to, because we have to destroy Gaio again. Guyo! Guillot. That guy. Alright, I was gonna say, I think there should be an interrupt here somewhere. Hot Edge! I would prefer not that. Ow! Jesus Christ, man! Like, at least take me out to dinner first before you do something like that. Good lord. Friggin' destroy me. Gotta spend a turn healing now. It's okay, I'll just 2/2/2, and then instead of weakening, I'll just use a heal all or something to increase the power of Tornado. Alright, and then... There we go, we use this heal all. Actually, you know, thinking about it, if I was to get up another green element, I could cast Sonya on this thing. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to do it in a second. 1, 2, 3. In order to try to use Sonya, because you never get to use the summons in this game, really, unless you're, you know, hunting for materials, so I'll try it. Nice hit radius, that'll work. I don't want to use too much of my green power, though, so let's do with another heal all. How about that? Although, probably I gotta worry about this thing now casting something to break up the field, which would just make me sad, but, you know, it is what it is. I tried. I guess if he doesn't interrupt now... Oh, okay, never mind, it's dead. No Sonya for me. You don't have enough HP, Guillote. And meanwhile, we're gaining HP by the second, so... Oh boy. Thanks, that's what I was looking for. Click. Yeah, again, completely out of my hands. It's just sort of going, so... Thanks, Prophet. You gonna be good? Boy, I hope so. Because, there it goes again. I wouldn't give it any bright ideas there, Sprig. Oh, hey, Grobik, what's up? Oh, okay. What, you want to take it on? Or are you going to, yeah, I was going to say, commit Super Mario RPG against it? I guess so. That's why we should leave. Yeah, I was going to say. Instead of pulling a Super Mario RPG, let's pull a Persona 5. Or is Persona 5 pulling a Chrono Cross when we did that? That is a question. Okay, well, we should have access to a save point from here. So. Oh, you know, up there. Yeah, just a little bit, but I'm okay now. We should probably try to escape. Take them all on. I'll take them all on! Okay, fair enough. What's your idea there, Pops? You know, I keep talking about, oh, no, I'm not Lynx, I'm Surge in here, but honestly, being Lynx has its perks. Ow. Stampede at 4 frames per second! Must be all that extra feed I gave them. Alright, well, there go all the soldiers. Oh, hey, Grobik. You okay? Guillote didn't do a number on you, did they? Yes, we do. Really? I wonder why. Okay, so... Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not your superior officer, but to be fair, you didn't give him the time of day anyway, so... Grobik joins your party. He's no Robo, but he's probably overall the best Black Innate character in the game that's permanent, because he's very much like a Zoa, except he doesn't have a glitch that makes his level 3 attacks completely useless, and... I mean, being Black Innate has its perks. It helps because it kind of synergizes well with Surge once he gets his body back. For now, he's not that synergistic because we already have a Black Innate as our main character, but once we get our body back, he'll be pretty good. And, I mean, you know, if you're going to take him into a fight against, like, say, a Black Innate boss, or even a White Innate boss, if you want to go super offensive, you can do that too, and that works. Just to show you the kind of stats that we're working with here. And it looks like we're starting to slowly fill out our party here. We got 16 people, including ourselves now. Yeah, there you go. So high strength and res, low magic, magic resistance, but he's got good... Sorry, I just bumped the mic filter. A good base accuracy, all things considered. And I think he probably just comes with mithril equipment like everybody else at this point, but yeah, he's not bad. He's got some pretty good stats. I've used him in the last playthrough that I did when I beat the game for the first time as my Black Innate, so... That's why I didn't want to use him this time. I said, nah, let's try something different. So... Sounds like a plan, I will. Guess he's going to stay here with Pops. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. How do you figure? I mean, where would the boat have come from? Unless you planned all this in advance, Sprig, but how could you have known? We just got here. Yeah, but there is in fact a boat ready. I don't know where it came from, and it's a Goldobian boat at that, so yeah, really don't know where it came from, but there it is, so, you know. So we can go to Hermit's Hideaway. Do I want to go there straight away? Or do I want to get them? No, I don't have to get the mini level just yet. We can go there now, and we can just get all the stuff, and then because there's some stuff that we can do, we can go running around and doing some errands after we go to Hermit's Hideaway in order to get a few things, so. Instead of doing the errands now before we go do it, let's just finish out this section of gameplay, and then we'll run the errands after that, shall we? The errands will probably end up being the last things that we do today. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know if it'll take that long to do them all. But I do know what our next order of business is going to be after we're done with this. So it says that it's our boat, so I'm not sure if Matcha just left this here for us or what, but I would have thought that she would have brought the boat back. Maybe Guile got in contact with somebody and said, "Hey, so I think Surge is back. I can't be sure because he's not in his own body, but I don't know." Either way, we got to go to Hermit's Hideaway, so let's go do that. And we'll just stick with the party that we've got because, yeah, why not? All right, so here's the Hermit's Hideout. Before you go inside, there's one thing that you want to do. There's ground here that's hot. Now, what you want to do with the ground is while you're standing on it, you want to go and get the ice breath that we got from the water dragon and use the ice breath. And it'll cool down the ground, and now the vegetation can grow on it again. That starts one of the most convoluted character recruitment methods that I've ever seen in my life, because you would think, okay, wait a little while and then come back and something will grow on this patch, and then, hey, there's our second human-plant hybrid. No. Actually, you ready for this one? Cooling the ground in this world causes vegetation to grow in the other world. How does that even work? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing, but there are a couple of situations here and there in this game where doing something in one world affects the other world for some reason, even though they're two completely separate timelines. I don't, like, after Surge's death and this timeline, I feel like that should have been the only thing that changed between them, and then everything after that can be whatever it wants because they're two separate timelines. But, like, why does me using the ice breath here cause vegetation to grow in the other world specifically? I don't get it, man. Doesn't matter. This game's bizarre. That's all I know. Oh, yeah. Hi, Radius. I've brought the other Radius with me. Yes, sir. That's me. I've been body switched by an ancient draconian ritual. Well, you can always ask our version of Radius. As I say, boy, this is an interesting situation, but another reason why I'm kind of glad that I bring Radius along, because it just seems like he has a lot of little lines of dialogue here and there because he was a Dragoon formerly. So he has some lines with the Dragoons, and then he's got lines with himself. So, yeah, no, it's good to keep him along, I think. It helps, so. Yeah, I think it's pretty hard to imagine. So, hey, it's no problem. Just glad she got out okay. Yeah, I can imagine you usually jump directly into the fray rather than running away from it. Oh, you guys can do that later. Might as well recoup your strength while you're at it, you know. Was this the chest from before? No, there's no chest there. Okay, I thought it was a treasure chest, but 'tis not. Marcy and General Viper, right, okay. Let's see how the General's doing. Yes, ma'am. Listen, you don't gotta apologize. A bunch of weird stuff's been happening. Really? Seriously? You're gonna give her a head pat? Seriously, Chrono? That's not weird to you. After what she's done? Oh, man. General? Okay, looks like he's resting, so we'll let him rest. Hey, just glad to help Lady Riddell. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping to, kick him out of my body. I don't know if the draconian ritual can be reversed or what, but apparently I can do something to get my body back, so. And apparently, yeah, well, actually, you're a pretty good healer, and effectively the opposite of, like, a Grobik or a Zoa, so I'll take it. So Riddell joins your party as well. We're just raking them all in at this point, aren't we? So that's great. But she's white innate, and like I said, she's kind of like an opposite of Zoa type of a dealing, so. I mean, it's probably not a bad idea. It's not like I got anywhere else to go. We did a lot today, so might as well take the chance to... What the hell was that? I was gonna say, it's not as if this place wasn't already burned down enough. Now they're trying to bomb the place to death again. Well, you see, my dear, I have to be, because we need to leave. See, this is why I told you to focus up, Marcy, in the flashback, because you've got the cure pluses. That's all good, General. Well, okay. So, is that the poor military trying to bomb this place out, or what? What do you mean? What is Kid doing here? She knows I'm not Lynx. She knows the other Surge is Lynx. She said so herself in the sequence when we were in the fort. What are you talking about? Are you out of your Really? Are you out of your goddamn mind? So is she under the effects of mind control or something? Because that's the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. No, actually, you're the one who's Lynx. Look at your fucking outfit, you idiot. Why would you... Why would you wear that around if you're trying to blend in as me? I would never wear that around. I'm not like some edgy punk teenager. You're wearing your own outfit in my body. I should kick your ass right now. Why? Again, did you put her under a spell or something? Okay, well then, why don't you just, you know, take the knife and stick it into the guy right next to you. Yeah, that's what you think. I have a boat well, actually, no, the boat is over by the shore. And probably, I was gonna say, under the effects of the poor military right now. But... Ah, our ride is here. Grab hold! I've already said that once. Sure, keep telling yourself that, man. I don't know what his problem is. It just seems like he comes up with more and more random bullshit that just, aha, I've got you in a corner because I pulled this rabbit out of my ass. I don't know. I don't know what his problem is. Like, they need to, like, come up with better explanations as to how he keeps getting away with this shit. Either way. Thanks, Polly. No hard feelings from before, right? Oh, good. Looks like, once his main target was out of the way, Surge, quote unquote, and Kid decided to fuck right off. Yeah, I'm not buying the whole, oh, I put her under mind control thing. Like, okay, how? What, there are no, as far as I'm aware, there are no mind control spells that are, show up anywhere else in this game. So, like, what's the deal there? Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. So now the game is going to try to tell you that you're simping for Kid, because he's going to flash back to all the things that she said, as if we've spent more than 10 minutes with her across the entire game. Because the developers desperately want you to like Kid. Like, to the point where it is not an option for you to like anybody else, or to dislike her. They want to shove it down your throats, and that's why they're doing what they're doing currently. Because from our current perspective, this flashback of listening to her saying all of these uppity, aggressive things that she says to get herself and everyone around her in trouble make no goddamn sense. Why would I remember anything that she's said or done when all she's done is get me in trouble for the whole game? And again, I mean, we didn't save her. We didn't bring her with us the first time. We didn't save her. We took her with us for like 10 minutes on the Water Dragon Isle so that way we could get that exclusive cutscene, and that's about it. Why would I want to be remembering her? Well, right now the most important thing is getting my body back, so... I mean, all I gotta do is get the blessing of the dragons, right? I mean, I get what you're trying to do, Harley, but I guess, you know, it wasn't the fight that I wanted. But I suppose if that's what we gotta do. I don't know, man. I wanted to be a simple fisherman, but the game won't let me. Oh, I have control again. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Believe me, I get that a lot. Just stopping by to say hello. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I mean, I get that. You know, it's tough. So yeah, you can't leave right now. I think he has our boat, but we can't leave for right now because we got to go talk to Fargo and General Viper. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to interrupt, but sure, why not? Yeah, that's what I heard. So I actually know how we can get in. Oh, good. Then you can help me get in because, as a matter of fact, I'm going to need all the help I can get in order to get the blessing of the dragons. So, sounds like a plan, General. And General Viper joins your party as well. So again, we're just raking him in right now. He's pretty good. He gets a self buff that gives him... It's a self heal, and all of his stats increase temporarily when he uses it. And that's his level 7 tech, which I believe he can equip right now, but I have a secret about his level 7 tech that we'll talk about in just a little while. Otherwise, I mean, he's okay. He's got... I'll have to look at his stats in a minute because we're not done recruiting just yet. Because as it turns out, Captain Fargo wants to be in our party too. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a lot to ignore, so I'll take it, Captain. And Captain Fargo is actually probably the best character out of all of the recruits here, specifically because of the fact that he is the third and final character in the game that has access to stealing. He's also blue innate, which means that when you eventually get access to Vigora, you can use that on him. He currently has access to Cure All, which we got like 3 of in the last dungeon, and that's a really strong heal. So, I didn't mention this, by the way, but if you're under the effects of Diminish, healing spells are not affected by Diminish. So they still heal for as much as they normally do, even if you're under Diminish. So you can just get Diminish up in a boss fight, and then you can just use Cure Alls to heal yourself. So, yeah, Fargo's already at the moment got a lot going for him, but he gets even better the further you go in the game. Once we get access to Vigora, which we don't get access to for a while, but once we do, give it to him and go from there. There's a reason why most people's teams by the end of the game end up being Surge, Glenn, and Fargo, because he's just great all around, so can't really go wrong with him. I was going to say, you guys can settle the score after you're done. Now you can keep an eye on each other. But we're not done yet! Yeah, we get the other Dragoons as well. Zoa's already in the party, but now we get a 9-year-old in our party. Great. She's, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't think I ever looked at her stats. Probably she's a pretty decent mage because, I mean, she's blue innate, so, like, that's got to be pretty good for her, but I can't take her into a fight, and it's not even a matter of her being, like, a joke character like Fiona is or Draggy is. She's like, she goes past being a joke and just to being like, why would you do this, you know? Like, I don't know. That's just the way that I feel about her, so. And last but not least, Karsh will also join our party. So the music just keeps on a-going. The train just keeps on rolling. Karsh is green innate, and honestly, he's not bad. He's actually got a pretty good chunk of story that goes with him, kind of similar to Radius. Probably gets about as much development, honestly. Well, no, that's not true. Radius, I think, gets a little more because of all his little interrelationships with a bunch of people. But Karsh gets some good development over the next few hours when you do some side quests, so he's not a bad green innate. I don't think he can quite compare to Glenn, but that's because Glenn gets a broken weapon near the end of the game, so. I mean, we've already got the Einlanzer, so as soon as we get Glenn back, he can already equip that. That's as strong as a stone sword, if I remember right. So. But yeah, so now we have like 1 billion people in our party. So there you go. There's General Viper. His stats are not great, but, I mean, he's not bad. He's just not going to be like the strongest person in your party. Obviously, you know, Radius is about on par with him a little. Radius has a little bit less HP in exchange for a little bit more in the other stats. So there's Riddell. She already has more magic than strength, so that should give you a good idea of what you're working at with her. There's Karsh, 35 strength right now with no levels with us. That's obscene. So I guess he is even more than Zoa. That's kind of ridiculous. So there you go. Marcy's got 24 magic to start with. So those are pretty good all-around stats, honestly. Can't really go too wrong there. I mean, other than the HP. What else? We looked at Orcha already. Here's Fargo, capping. And he's about where you'd expect him to be. Good HP, good strength and res. Magic and magic res leaves a little to be desired. Not a lot of agility, but he's pretty good. So, who else did we get? Anybody else? I think that's it for now. Yeah, we already looked at Grubik, so. I'm going to keep these 3 because we can still get their mini levels now that we're out of the manor. So we'll just keep them until they get their mini levels, and then we'll get Draggy and Norris back in here. So yeah, smorgasbord of recruitments. So there you go. And they will automatically sail us over to where the Dead Sea was in the other world. Hopefully this time there's no mass immune to keep me from getting in here. Although, to be fair, we have the Einlanzer, so if it does want to stop me, I've got the secret recipe for it. Oh, hey, Harley, what are you doing here? Yeah, I was going to say, this place is a little blocked off, right? So, previously this place was called Death's Door in the other world, but in this world it's called the Pearly Gates. I mean, to be fair, the other one was called the Dead Sea. This is the Sea of Eden, so heaven or hell, you choose. Yeah, I was going to say, the dragons mentioned something about gaining their blessing, so... Why are we asking these questions? Like, did we not listen when the Sky Dragon said only the magic of the 6 dragons will allow you to get through? I mean, that part wasn't in riddles. Like, I don't need an interpreter for that part. But apparently they're going to tell us again exactly what we need to do. Fight the 6 dragons, get their blessings, and then we can go through. So... Oh, okay. Yeah, so you remember all those nodes that we saw in the Dead Sea over there? That'll help us get into the Sea of Eden over here, so... And yeah, so there are 3 dragons in each world. There's 3 in Homeworld and 3 in another world. I'm going to fight them in what's going to feel like, I think I mentioned this already, I'm going to fight them in what feels like kind of an arbitrary order, but it'll be an order that's important later on in the game. Like after a while, you'll notice it because it'll keep coming up, but we'll talk about what I mean by that later, so. It's true, all we got to do is talk up a few of the NPCs, they'll tell us where to go, so. Yes, Harley. Oh, good, so... The dragons sealed this place, sealed the frozen flame in here, and absolutely no one can get in, except Lynx. He can just go wherever the fuck he wants. Yeah, okay, sure. So, literally no one can get in here, even with the blessing of the 6 dragons, even though they're the ones that sealed this place. So... Basically, go find the blessing of the 6 dragons, find this dragon tier. I mean, I know where the dragon tier... Well, we have one of them, technically. We have the tier of hate, but I think we need 2 of them. So, at least as far as I remember. So, sure, what do you got? Well, that's a loaded question. Why would you ask me something like that? I don't know. Do you really think that I think that deeply about this sort of stuff? I don't think it changes no matter what you say to her there. So. Alright, sounds like a plan. We'll come back and see if we need you guys, I'll call you on the teleporter, so. Matter of fact, Fargo, get ready, because I'm going to need you shortly, so. I don't know. Why would you ask that question? Oh yeah, if you have Starkey in your party, you get this scene between the 2 of them. I don't think you even need him. Obviously, you don't even need him in your party of 3, but... That's because her makeup is running. Why would you lie to me? We barely know each other. Why does Starkey sound like Kermit the Frog? Something like that, yeah. No. Starkey. Oh, God. How do you even know what a promise is? You two are close? You've never talked to each other before this. I wonder what she means by all that. I mean, she can get in line if she wants to simp for Surge/Lynx because there's already like 12 other girls in this entire game that want that, but you know. Oh, I don't think that's what it is, though. So what do we want to do now? So we can go back to Viper Manor, actually, even though we just broke out of there, and I'm sure the poor soldiers are probably looking for us. We can go back there now, if we have Norris in our party, because there's a few things that we can grab over there. So let's go do that. Let's get Norris into the party, and then we can go work on that part. And do I want to actually go... I'm going to go get the mini level, actually, while I'm thinking about it. I guess we can go through... Well, if I'm going to go through Fossil Valley, I kind of want to have Fargo with me. No, I can do this way, actually. So let's go get the mini level that we want to get, and then we'll go from there, because these guys give some good money anyway, so... I do want to steal a couple of things from this area, but we'll do that when we have Fargo here. There's only a couple of things that I really want to steal, and I'll talk about what they are in just a little bit, so... Alright, well anyway. First things first, let's beat these guys up so we can get their sweet, sweet loot. Of course, doing that with my current setup might be a little tricky because I don't exactly have too many good elements going on here. I mean, I guess I have feral cats, but let's try Holy Light, see how much that does. It'll kill the one guy, but I don't know how much it'll do to the other one. So, we will find out. Okay, I mean, I think, honestly, that probably is less than feral cats would have done, but, you know. Alright. Got rid of them, though. Wiped them out. Now mini level, please. No mini level for me, not yet. Let me see how much money we've got kicking around here. Oh, we're still doing pretty good on money, honestly. You know what, actually, instead of going through there, I could go through there and just keep fighting my way through, but we can worry about that later. I'll worry about the mini levels when we go a little further, but first... I don't think we're fighting anything inside of Viper Manor in the process of going and getting the two things that I want to get. That being said, I don't exactly remember how to get the two things that I want to get, but I'll I'll do the best that I can. How about we do a Radius Norris party? So let's put Norris here, because we're going to need Norris in the party at the very least in order to get back in, so... yeah, that should work. And then I want to set some elements real quick, I think, as well. We don't need turn lights, so just get rid of those, I think. I'm trying to think, because there's a mini-boss that we can go fight in a minute in Guldove, although I don't really need to go there immediately, but I guess I want Radius and Norris in the party for that fight specifically, so it's blue innate fight, so I'll just equip turn reds on them while I'm here, because I might as well. I think Norris still has his from before, so we'll just see how that goes. Okay, but we'll keep them here in the party for now, so that way we can go into the manor, and we can grab... there's two things I want to grab here, so let's go see if they'll let me in. Despite my lynxiness. When did you get out? And what are you doing with Lynx? We were just hunting him to the death. Oh well, go inside. He murdered dozens of our soldiers. It's okay, we'll let him in. I'm sure he forgives himself. We forgive you, Sir Lynx. Yeah, I don't know why they let you in after that whole sequence in the manor, but whatever. I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. I think this was Norris's room. Yeah. The perspective, the angle is correct for it. But if we head back in here with Norris in our party, we can talk to Norris. And he'll give Norris's level 7 tech, Top Shot. It's basically an upgraded Spiral Ray. So, not quite as fancy-dancy as Sun Shower, but I mean, it's pretty good. It hits pretty hard, so. Oh, okay. Not until the end of the game, though, I'll bet, considering you're saying in due time, but... Alright, fair enough. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. Excuse me. So yeah, once he gives you Top Shot, he just leaves, so... Make sure you grab it from him before he goes, or, well, he won't go until you talk to him, but... And before you, get to the point in the game where you're fighting the final boss or something, and it's like, oh, I forgot to get that from him. Yeah, this way you won't have to worry about that. So... but we don't even have the level 7 tech slot to use that right now, so I guess I'll just leave it. So that's fine. I don't remember when we get it with Norris, but I don't think it's too long from now, so. Alright, well, either way, we got Zoa's level 7 tech while we were here. We got Norris's level 7 tech. Now, there's a couple of places that we can go while we're in here. The main one that I want to go get is down here, although the other one is equally as important because... Well, I guess not equally as important, because it's for a side quest that leads to a super boss later. It's the first step. So, but that's not as important in my specific case, because, I don't know, I'm just not really planning on doing a whole lot with that. Alright, I want to check this. Is this, like, a bronze shield or the hero shield? It's the hero shield. Okay, well, that's in our inventory now, I guess. Does that go into my key items? I'm just going to look. I was correct, though. I didn't remember. I was like, I think this is the hero shield, but I couldn't remember. So there's the Tear of Hate as well, by the way. Anything else there that I'm missing? We already looked at all the rest, I think. But yeah, since we've got the prop sword anyway, I guess I might as well grab the hero shield. It can probably be useful for something. Alright, where was that room that I wanted to go into here? Was it this one? It's one of these three, I think. This is Lucia's room. And I don't think she'll join you, even if you talk to her now. No, ma'am. Yeah, so she won't question it, though. She just is like, hey, so are you Lynx? What do you mean, no? So, and I guess Grobek hangs out here while he's waiting for you. This is the room, I think. Because this room has the statues you can push around, right? Yeah. But now that we've advanced with the story a little bit, the soldier that was standing over there in the corner is no longer standing there. And that's important for something, because once we push this into place... Okay, it'll send these guys out. Or is it here? Let's take that real quick. A decor shield. I forget how you're supposed to do this, now that I think about it. Do you just defeat these things, or... I have the FAQ up, I can find out right now. Okay, yeah, apparently there's supposed to be some sort of a secret passage in here. I don't remember how you're supposed to get in, but we'll just beat up these gloops and then hopefully the truth will reveal itself. And I suppose Norris is pretty good here because he can... these gloops are considered amorphous, which the shockwave from the plasma pistol is good against, as you can plainly see there. But those gloops aren't very powerful, so I don't think it matters too much. Okay, still no mini level, but that's fine. We're just working our way up with it. We'll just bring Sprig and Draggy into the party so they can get the mini level once we're done. Anyway, what I want to do, regardless of anything, is if we go over here where the soldier was standing, there's a switch over here, so now we can push it. and something will deactivate. What will deactivate, I don't know yet, but we'll find out in a minute. I think, like I said, I think we might have to beat all these gloops first, and then we can go in the door. But we'll find out. It's good that Radius is grabbing a good chunk of HP, though, from the mini-level. Like, we're doing quite well in terms of the amount of battles that it's taking. It'll give us a good boost. So. Alright, there's the mini-level. HP Magic, HP Strength, Strength Res Magic. Alright, well, Norris is going to get some magic out of this level, I think, so that's good. And Surge will get some, too. That's also good. I'm going to beat this thing up and then see if that's enough to get us the door opened. I don't remember if taking the Decor Shield is something you're supposed to do or not, but I guess we did save right before we came in here, I think, so that should make it easier for us to, you know, just in case we messed up something. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, I guess, because there's 2 items in this room that you can get. One is a Rainbow Shell, and the other is a weapon that's exclusive to General Viper. So if you want to use them, this is probably where you want to go to get it. So, alright, so that's pushed into place. It is set. Nothing there. But you. No. Well, what did I do wrong? Oh, that's what I did wrong. I need to set the Decor Shield right here. So, oh, hang on. Before we set it, let's look at the, it should be in my key item. So let's look at yeah, there it is. So that's the Decor Shield's key item. What it looks like. So now that we know that that's what we're setting here, let's just find it. And there we go. Well, okay. Probably the reason why I'm fighting all these things is because I didn't do it the first time we came in here, so. That being said, Norris, why don't you show these things your new magic seal? I guess he's not going to get to this turn because he has to use 2 in order to get to the magic seal. And he didn't even hit that one, so. Okay, I guess we'll just mop up. Yeah, these are like the palette swaps of the... Not really palette swaps, because they're... they don't have all of the accoutrements that White Knights have, but these are the early game versions of the White Knight, basically. That being said, at the moment, they're not particularly problematic, so... I was going to say, Norris, please just hit your gunshots. I know it's a gunshot, so it's a little tougher to hit than being right in the enemy's face, but... I would prefer if you would just hit the gunshot, please. There you go. I was gonna sun shower if he missed, but guess we don't have to do that now. Alright, there we go. Get a few early game items. And... Is there something else I'm supposed to do in the room? I really should just look back at the Viper Manor part and see if there's anything else I need to do here, because I'm just going to end up walking around the room mashing buttons. Yeah, I don't know, man. What am I supposed to do here? Hold on. There's a secret passage to go into, but I am not finding my way in. I had to take the Decor Shield off the wall in order to... Maybe I need to press something on the thing that I just put the Decor Shield on. Okay. We hit a switch, we put a shield in. There's nothing in this middle island, is there? Nope. Okay. D11 is Viper Manor. Okay. core shield, stick it on the armor. There's a bronze helmet in here too, but nothing else worth noting. Head upstairs via the hallway. Okay, but how do you get into the... Shotgun Nova, how do you get into the secret passage? Can you tell that I've only beaten this game once? Like... Alright, is there another optional Viper Manor here somewhere? That's home Viper Manor, so I don't know how to get this rainbow shell, but we're gonna find out. Viper Manor, rainbow shell. Okay. It says the secret wall is supposed to open after I do all three of those things. So, let's leave the room and push the statue back into place after having done the other things. How about that? I don't know if that'll make the difference, but let's try it. Probably because I was supposed to do this stuff earlier and I just didn't, so... Alright, so shield is set. Push the switch to deactivate whatever I'm deactivating. Push you into place. Eventually. Hang on, I can probably walk this. It won't move. There you are. Okay, that's what it was. Just had to leave the room and re-enter. So, then if you go here, get a Viper's Venom, which is an exclusive sword for General Viper, and another Rainbow Shell. That's number 3. So, there you go. I didn't have to come get this. We get plenty of rainbow shells, but I figure this way, if I get this one, there's 2 more that'll be available between now and when I'm done fighting the dragons for their blessings. So if I get this one now, I can basically, as soon as I'm done going into, like, once I'm done getting my body back and we gain access to prism equipment, I can just make the 5 prism vests that I want right away, and then I don't have to worry about that at all. Then I can just put the rest of the prism equipment towards... or the rest of the rainbow shells towards making prism equipment, like the weapons. So now this door has been locked the entire time since we, well, not really locked, but it had a security guard outside of it since we, every other time that we've been here. But now it's not, because the Cybot and Guyot are out of the way. So now it's just a matter of doing another pushing puzzle, pushing the statues into place again. Whoops. There it goes. Does this say anything about what I'm supposed to do here? It says, respect my behind. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but sure, why not? Ah, I see. Yeah. So remember from way back in the beginning of the game, this seal here dropped us down a hole? Yeah, so that's what it means by respect my behind. It means open the chest from the back rather than from the front, because if you open it from the front, you'll fall down another trapdoor hole. So there's nothing in here but a letter. Let's see what it says. There's a good reason why we borrowed the contents. If you want it back, come to the Isle of the Damned and bring Sir Karsh. Signed, Salt and Pepor. Oh, god damn it, not these guys again. But apparently they took a chest that was in this section of the armory, so... If we want it back, and we do, because it's how you fight the super boss, we have to go fight Salt and Pepor on the Isle of the Damned in this world, so... It's the last time we'll be fighting them. But I'm not going to go after them just yet, I don't think. I think we're going to do other stuff before that, so... Alright, so we got the mini level already, so now... I guess we'll go get the mini level for Draggy and Sprig, and then we'll just go from there. There we go. Commander, will you be leaving? I thought you already left. Yeah, again, I don't know why they're letting you enter and leave, considering the fact that Lynx, they were definitely hunting us before this, so I don't know why they're letting you leave, but there you go. We could go back into Shadow Forest to get the deluge that we dropped down from inside of Viper Manor, but I don't think I'm even going to bother. I mean, it's a deluge, but, like, I don't think we need it all that badly, you know? I think we should be okay without it. Alright, so let's teleporter Draggy and Sprig into the party. We'll just go quickly get them their mini level, and then... let's see, after that... There's a few things that I'd like to steal, so at that point we're going to bring Fargo into the party so that we can have him steal a couple of things that I want. Only need a couple of things, don't need too much, but actually having him steal, specifically from the Shadow Cats in Fossil Valley here in this world, is a pretty good idea because he can commonly, as far as I'm aware, steal demon charms from them, and those disassemble into shiny soot. So since they disassemble into shiny soot, you can just very easily grab a few and then be done with it, not have to worry about getting it from summoning with black innate characters or anything like that. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could just as easily grab the Grim Reaper summon. Well, not the Grim Reaper summon, that's level 8. The Mothership summon, that's the level 7. The Shadow Cats that are here, I believe, cast that when the field is all black, so you can just grab it from them, and then you can use that to get shiny soot, but nah, I'm good. I'll do it the other way, so. Alright, Draggy and Sprig got their mini levels, so we're all good on our mini levels for now. So now I can use whoever I want. So with that being said, let's grab Fargo. And then, let's see, Shadow Cats. I'll leave Draggy with me, actually, because, there he is. Because once Fargo gets the steal off, he can only steal or pillage, as it is in his list of elements. He can only pillage once per fight, but we only really need 2, so it's not really a huge deal. All right, he starts with a mithril weapon and a mithril mail, that's fine. I could give him something to increase his accuracy, I guess. I'm going to give him a stamina ring, because I think he has less than... Oh, no, he has 10, according to what I saw there, I think. Yeah, 10. So he doesn't even need the stamina ring. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, if you raise his accuracy, as far as I'm aware, raising accuracy when you steal something, or rather, when you're trying to have a character steal something, raising accuracy, the accuracy of your attacks actually increases your chance of stealing. Not just in terms of, like, your base accuracy level, but also in terms of, like, whacking the enemy so that your accuracy on the rest of your attacks go up. As far as I'm aware, that actually affects the steal rate, so it's a good idea to whack some enemies upside the head for a little bit before you actually try to steal from them. So that's what we'll do. Probably just have him 1-1-2-2 and then try to steal. And then we'll finish the fight off after that, so we got 2 Shadow Cats. Alright, that's fine. And yeah, as far as I'm aware, this is a common steal. I could be wrong about that, but we'll find out. If it's really not that not that easy to get, then I guess we'll, I don't know, figure it out from there. So let me see. 1-1-2 pillage. I think would be probably the best idea, since both of these things want to go at the exact same time. It's kind of annoying, I guess. Build the accuracy a little. There we go. And he's also got his level 5 tech cannonballs, but I'm not even worried about that. Let's just do one of these. I'll take that, thank you. What do we get? Demon Charm, good. Okay, so now, Draggy, you're up. So. Do a little slapping. Did not get interrupted. Big breath. Send them to the grave now. And now all we gotta do is find one more Shadow Cat, and we've got all the Demon Charms that we should need. Because you only need Shiny Salt and Shiny Soot, which you get from... oh, Drake got a little more HP. Nice. Fargo got his mini level. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, okay, so there's the Mothership Trap if you want to use it, so that you can get the Mothership from the Shadow Cats, which I might... Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it or not. I might get it. But it's not like you need to be in a hurry to do it, because you can get it at any point in the game now that the Shadow Cats and the Teuton Shamans have invaded Fossil Valley. So you don't have to worry about it like, oh, well, I can only get it for a limited time. No, you can get it whenever you want now. So hell, honestly, we could trap it right now and just, you know, leave it hanging around because Lynx can use it, technically speaking. He's a black innate character, but I don't really think I'm going to bother waiting around for that, you know. What was it saying? Yeah, so Shiny Salt and Shiny Soot, which you get from the white innate summons and the black innate summons, you only need those when you're forging rainbow equipment. You don't, not equipment, excuse me, rainbow weapons. All of its equipment. You only need it when you're forging rainbow weapons. You don't need it for rainbow armor if you're going to use prism vests like I am. And that's why I'm using prism vests, because it's less materials for me to need to use in order to actually get what I need to get out of it. So basically, because I'm choosing not to use the most, like the highest level prism equipment, I can get away with not needing as much material. So, but if you're going to make prism males, I think you're going to need Shiny Salt and Shiny Soot for each one of those. So. Is it necessary? No, probably not. You can pretty easily get away with beating the whole game with just stone equipment, but yeah, I don't know. If you want to make prism males, you can. I don't think I would do it. Prism vests are fine though. It's only a few defense, if I remember correctly, and you get a little extra evasion, which usually doesn't make a difference, but sometimes it's okay, you know? Sometimes it makes a little bit of difference, so. Let's see. So we have access to Big Breath, but I want to grab a quick heal, so let me do that real quick, then go back to Draggy's turn and Big Breath. So that we can heal Fargo after this fight, because he's not at full HP, so he's gonna move. Now I was planning on getting some more Denaturite as well, because you can actually steal it from the chameleons in Fort Dragonia, so I might go back there now and just do that, you know, because I think that's the last thing I need to steal. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Just 3 more Denaturite, and that's all I need Fargo for the rest of... Well, okay, so we're going to use Fargo, actually, in a few minutes for a side quest that we can go do, but I don't know. We might be able to get started with it, like get it all set up today, but I don't think we're going to be able to get all of it done. As a matter of fact, no, probably what we're going to do is we're just going to do some odds and ends today, and then we'll do the side quest next time. Basically, our hunt for the dragons will begin in earnest on the next episode, because I just had a look at the clock and I can see where we're at in terms of time, and yeah, we'll just do these few things and that'll be it. There's let me see. Yeah, so we'll go see if we can get the 3 Denaturite from the chameleons, and then there's also one more thing I need to pick up here in this world, although I also need to do a mini boss fight in order to pick that up. But it's okay, we can do that, and hopefully we'll be able to get all of that done. Should I get this off screen? I almost feel like it'd be better to get this off screen just because you've already seen me fight chameleons, but... Oh! Yeah, I forgot about that. Once you, Oh no, it's because we're in another world, never mind. That's... The chameleons are in Home Fort Dragonia. I'm like, wait a minute, I already went through here! Yeah, so I think you can... They reset the dungeon here in this area because... Oh no, you know what? I just saw it. I didn't see it before. Hang on, I'll show you. If we go back. They reset the dungeon here because the red dragon is actually available to fight here now. But if you look at the other side of Mount Pyre, there's actually a bunch of volcanic rubble in the way, so you can't get back to Fort Dragonia in another world, as far as I'm aware now. But you do have to go into that dungeon in order to fight the red dragon, so that's why the dungeon reset, and we can't just walk right through like we can everywhere else, so even though we beat the dungeon. So that's how that is, but yeah, so basically we... If we want to get the Denaturite, we have to go back to the home world anyway. So. But before we do that, there's one last thing that I need to pick up here anyway, so let's go do that. I'm saying anyway a lot, I'm just realizing. It's okay, though. So, teleporter. I want to bring Radius and Norris along for this part, and then we'll go from there. So, I don't know if this is the correct order to be doing this, but basically they have dialogue that I wouldn't consider completely ridiculous, because if we brought Draggy along for this next part, he would say something ridiculous along the lines of him understanding what a computer is after about 15 minutes. Well, maybe not, like a couple of hours after he was born, because that was what he did when we were in the Dead Sea. It's like, Norris, how much are you telling him? Alright, but anyway, we saved. We should be good. We got the turn reds, so that's also good. And we got some Eagle Eyes if we need them. We don't have access to 99 or Vigora with this team, but that's okay. We shouldn't need those too badly. So we'll go to Goldove now. And if we go here, we can land. And I think we can pick this up while we're here. So, do you mean stranger than usual, or? I guess we can go check it out. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, somebody's getting into it with the poor military. I guess so. Oh, that's the bartender. What's she doing? Think she's calling your bluff, man. Yeah, sure. You're quaking in your boots, Captain. Okay, sure. You're afraid of her and you're going to commit sexism too? Does this game know no greater lows? At least she beat him up for it. Wah, wah. Help you arrest her? I think you made your own mess. What makes you think I want to clean it up? Actually, Oralha, I think this is a big misunderstanding. Okay, sure. I guess we'll fight her because I'm a silent protagonist, so I can't speak up for myself. You'd think I would have, like, learned my lesson about that by now, but it still feels like this is stupid. I don't know. Anyway, Oralha, so blue and 8. I think she eventually casts Iceberg, but I'm hoping that we should be able... Why do you have such low accuracy? Did your accessories get taken off? I thought your accuracy was better than that. Or maybe she just has high base evasion. I don't know. It's not like I really need it that badly. I guess we could get Diminish up. It's not like I'm going to be using any elements anyway, so since she's the only one that's going to be using them, I might as well just make it so that she can't hit me quite as hard with them. So, no, she just has high base evasion, because I know Norris has his equipment on. So. Alright, and then we'll get... let's just get a turn red going. I feel like that should be enough for now. We'll get an Eagle Eye up as soon as we get back around to Radius's turn. And then we'll just keep on swinging. Multi-punch! Okay, then. And, yeah, I guess we'll just do that. And then we'll let Radius do a little eagle-eyeing. I don't know how much HP she has, to be fair. I don't feel like it matters all that much. We'll probably be fine no matter what. So, I mean, I'm going to say that and now she's going to beat the sin out of me, but, you know, it's probably fine. We'll just let Norris heal next turn, next time he gets a turn. So, and back to you. There we go. Getting some good damage off now. At least she's not using Vigora, right? Like, that would be pretty bad. Yeah, why not? Go for it. Go for Gusto. So this is her idea of getting all of her elements in order so that she can use Iceberg, I would imagine. Or she could use Graviton instead, that's fine. Yeah. Pathetic. And, let's see, so... I mean, honestly, I could use the black elements to help myself if I wanted to summon something. This would have been where you'd want to use the mothership, but I obviously don't have the mothership with me, so let's just heal off. Get ourselves up to full before Iceberg shows up and ruins our day. And there she goes. No iceberg for you. Sorry, Oralha. Didn't mean to beat you up that badly, but I don't really know how to hold back. Alright, well anyway. Get a little money, get some mithril. Nothing that I really care about, but... I knew we could count on you to commit sexism on our behalf. How about no? She's just a bartender. I mean, you could just say it's under your command, Norris. This is why I wanted to bring Norris along, because, well, it makes sense that he would say stuff like this to the poor soldiers. And it also makes sense here, because Radius is telling him, literally, no, this is an order from your superior. If you don't have Norris with you here, Lynx is considered the quote-unquote superior officer, but he's not speaking for himself. At least in this case, it makes sense, because Norris is this guy's superior officer, so... And Radius would be the one to bring that up, because, well, he would know what a court-martialing is. Draggy? Not so much. There's plenty of other situations, though, where you could bring a joke character in, and they will literally say that, hey, no, you're going to be tried and court-martialed if you don't do this. Like, I've seen somebody take Pip into that scene and have Pip say, you'll be court-martialed. Like, Elmer Fudd. Like, oh my lord, Pip. What the hell? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ancient draconian body switching ritual. I don't know how it works either. Well, I'm trying. Taking a while. I mean, honestly, isn't that the problem here? Like, isn't the fact that you don't know that, doesn't that seal the fact that, oh yeah, well, you know, technically speaking, we've all sort of like lost the rituals that this archipelago was known for at one point. I mean, they were draconian rituals, not Goldovian, but, you know. Yeah, I did hit you in the face with a stone swallow multiple times, Oralha. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to make it this hard, but, you know. I mean, I could cast... Oh, yeah, no. I can't cast Cure Plus on you. We're outside of battle. I could give you a bunch of Nostrum. Oh, okay. Thanks. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I mean, we just had so many people join us that I'm not even sure if we have enough room on the Invincible for them all at this point, so... We'll give you a chance to heal up, and then we'll go from there. What about you, Doc? You want back in the party? I got this book for you. What do you mean, emotionally, you haven't straightened things out? You're not the one the ancient draconian ritual happened to. I'm in the different body here, man. Alright, anyway, Doc's got his own shit to get together, so... While he gets his shit together, he's also not going to rejoin us, so we'll just head out and keep going. The main reason for coming here was, well, I guess to get Oralha's brooch, because that'll let you recruit her later, but on top of that, I think if you go to the Elder's house, you can get something that you can use for the other world later to recruit another character. Because this is the point in the game where you can just start recruiting like crazy. I mean, you know, obviously you're going to have to get back a whole bunch of other characters from when Surge was Surge, but, you know. Alright, let's go see. I think it's either Durea or Stina. I don't remember which one we go see, but one of them is going to give us something, I think. Well, evidently it's not Durea. Are you going to give me something? No, you're not going to give me something. Did I ask about the Divine Dragon Falls last time? I don't remember if I asked about this, but we'll just speed through this in case. I think I've been there. Okay. Yeah, I guess they don't give me something. They're supposed to give you something called a dragon emblem, but maybe they don't give it to you until you get the Blessing of the Six Dragons, which I guess would make sense. So I guess that's a bust, but that's fine. We can come back for that later. So, now where to? I go to Homeworld so we can steal those 3 Denatorites, but like I said, I think I might do that off screen. Or first thing next time. I don't know yet. Figure that part out. I do want to go back to Homeworld, though, because there's something I want to go get. And in order to get it, I need to have General Viper in the party. So we're going to put him in the party. We can give him his Viper's Venom since we got that. We might as well. I don't think you can even sell that now that I think about it. Although I guess I could try. Like, just open up the Smith's Spirit and see what happens, you know? But I don't know. Alright, so we want to go back over here. And I guess the few other things that we can do, so we can steal the Denatorites from in Home Fort Dragonia, but on top of that, since we already did our, whatchamacallit, since we already did our summoning with the Frog Prince earlier in the game when we had Lena in the party, we can actually now get, I think, almost all of the shiny materials that we need. If we disassemble the Demon Charms, we only after that need, I think, 2 shiny salt, and then that's it, because we've gotten a couple already, so. But yeah, so basically if we do some summoning, we can just get all of that done while we're at it, so. There's an iron helmet from who? How did I get this? I guess I could disassemble it, but what good will it do me? I don't know. Defender probably sells for a decent chunk. But yeah, see, we've already got 2 in our inventory. So if we disassemble these, that'll give us 4, and we'll get a 5th one later on. So then we can we'll have 5 so that we can make 5 weapons. So that's the plan. And then we'll do the same thing with shiny salt, which we have 2 of already as well. So. Okay, let's see if we can. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. It would be in here if I could sell it, but yeah, you can't sell the Viper's Venom. So, since we can't sell it, might as well use it for something, you know. So, let us go and get General Viper. We can stick Norris away for now. We'll get General Viper in the party. Give him the Viper's Venom since can't do anything else with it. And then from there, we can move on. So, but yeah, it's quite a big upgrade to his attack power. Obviously, it's less hit percentage, so that's something you got to deal with. But we won't have to worry about that for too much longer if you want to use General Viper. So it's a pretty good weapon, though. It'll probably be good enough for him until you can get the. I want to say the Spectral Sword is slightly better, probably better on accuracy, but I'm not sure about that. Now that being said, the second to last dungeon in the game has a ton of enemies that are actually matter elemental enemies, which the stone weapons have super effectiveness against, so just something to keep in mind. Stone weapons are still pretty good all the way until basically until the final dungeon. Stone weapons are still good. They might even hit harder than the spectral weapons in certain cases, so. Now, General Viper and Radius also have a dual tech with each other. I think they both need to be at level 7 in order to use it, but obviously in order to do that, you need to be not only at 35 star level, so that way Radius has his level 7 tech, you also need to have General Viper's level 7 tech. But one of those 2 things we can take care of, I believe, right now. So we're going to go try to do that right now. If it doesn't work, then we can come back after we fight off the dragons and go from there. But I did want to be in this world anyway, so that way we can go get that Denatorite I was talking about. Alright, so with General Viper in the party, let's head to the bar in this world. Try to get as far away from the poor military officers as possible. So. Well, that's not very nice. More racism. Maybe we can't do this as long as Lynx is in the... Well, as long as Surge is in Lynx's body. I don't know. I'm going to try just coming in with Viper rather than... It looks like she turns directly towards him, though, so you might not be able to do this until after you get back... get Surge his body back. Yeah, so she's going to be racist instead of letting me get the thing that we want to get, so that's a shame, but sometimes people just can't see through their own faults, I guess. Well, we're 2 for 2 on our bust there, but, you know, that's fine, I guess. So, what I will do instead is, let's set the party back up. I guess Draggy and Fargo, because if I do Draggy and Fargo, then they can Fargo can steal, and then Draggy can do Big Breath because Big Breath is good against the chameleons, and give Lynx back an Inferno. I don't think he has one right now because I stuck a whole bunch of Meteor Showers on there instead, so... Alright, Inferno. There we go. We can take this off. I thought about when I was switching up my elements, maybe having the characters equip the element of the opposite color from them as like their level 5 spells, so that way they can deal with enemies that are of their innate color, you know. Just a thought that I had, like, okay, well, let's equip Meteor Showers and Holy Lights and that sort of stuff on Lynx because he's black innate, so that way he can hit enemies that are... that way he can hit other enemies that are black innate without having to try to, you know, deal less physical damage than what he was doing, you know. So, but I guess we don't have to worry about that for right now, so... Okay, so let's try to go find some chameleons in the fort. I'll save when I get there, actually. Let's try to go find some chameleons in the fort so that way I can show you that they do, in fact, have Denaturite for you to steal. I don't think it's a rare steal. I think it's a common, but I could be wrong about that. If it is a rare steal, then I'll want to, like, wait to do that until later, obviously. Well, I mean, I guess I'd just do it off-screen as long as I have enough time to do it between now and Wednesday, but if not, I'd just do it straight away on Wednesday, but... As far as I know, until you get the Blessing of the Six Dragons, you can go back in here as much as you want, and you won't get harassed by anybody or anything other than the enemies that are already in here. Once you get the Blessing of the Six Dragons, I believe you have to come back here anyway because you need to use the Dragon Tears to get your body back, because we can't get back into the one in another world now. So, once you get the blessings, you can't just walk in here and do what you please. Well, you can on these bottom floors, but it's not so easy on the floors above. I'll just say that much. So. All right, let's go find the chameleon. Gotta be here somewhere. I'm just gonna go straight on. I think there was one in this direction. We need 3. We need a total of 3. So just gotta go find one. Gotta be around here somewhere. There's one down there, but I don't think I can get there from here. Unless I go this way. Yeah, we can go this way and get one. There you are. I think they're blue innate if I remember correctly, so... Big Breath should deal big damage. But obviously first we want Fargo to... Yeah, there they are. They're blue innate, so... 1-1, 2-2. Build that accuracy. And then pillage him up. Thank you, I'll take that. A trashy tiara. I don't know if that was the rare steal or what. I guess we could try again. So if you run away after stealing, you end up dropping what you stole. So you don't have to, like, if you don't get what you want, you can just do this, and then it'll drop the item, you can leave, and then you can go from there. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get the Denaturite here. The problem is that, like, the wikis and all that other stuff that tell you what you can get from these enemies, it's not like one says one thing, one says another thing. I know you can get Denaturite from these guys, but I don't know if it's common or rare, so... And I mean, I guess we don't need it that badly. I was just going to use it to make the last stone helmet, but... Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get it if I can. So. Oh, I think I found out what this does. I think they point at one of your party members, and then it turns them into the opposite element of that party member, if I remember correctly. So, I could be wrong about that, though. Alright, let's see what we get. Yeah, okay, so he was pointing at Fargo, so now he's red innate instead of blue. Okay, there's the Denaturite that we were looking for. Alright, cool. So we know that I wasn't joking. It is, in fact, actually something you can get. I mean, I wouldn't have been joking, it just wouldn't have been something I would have known offhand. Alright, we can Big Breath. After the Body Slam... You know, it's funny how that basically has the exact same animation as Body Slam in Pokemon does nowadays. I wonder if that's it is a coincidence, but like I still want to ask if it's possibly a coincidence because that's too close. It feels too close to be a coincidence anyway. So, wow, still kicking? Okay, well, at least one of you is almost dead, so... do one of those. Okay, fine. You don't want to get hit? I'll hit your friend instead. How about that? Really? Seriously? Alright, well, I guess we'll just glide hook the chameleon since... I need to get something out of this turn. There. Alright, and now Fargo, I guess you're gonna clean up. Help clean up anyway. You guys have got a decent chunk of HP on you, don't you? Cannonballs! I was gonna say, man, he whistled that so hard it echoed across the timescape and let the Invincible shoot at them from all the way in the other world. That's impressive. I didn't see what his status is. I guess this one might have. Okay, he has burns. That's probably from Big Breath, actually. So, that's cool. But yeah, so that's the gist. Get 3 Denaturite. I guess I really don't need 3, to be fair, but, I mean, I guess getting Earth Charms from the Gargoyles isn't a bad idea either, because then that's less shiny sand that I need to get. Let me go back to, now that we've shown that Denaturite is actually possible from those, let me go back to the save point so I can see how many more shiny sand I need, because if we can find that out, then I can disassemble the couple of Earth Charms I just got, and then the more of them that I disassemble, the less of the less Golem that I have to cast. Because that's kind of like one of the next things that I want to do, is that while we're in the process of fighting the dragons to get their blessing, I also want to try to get all the summoning done that I need to do in the game, so I can get all the shiny materials I need. Because then, if I have all of them, I can just make the Prism Vests as soon as we get access to Prism equipment, and then I can worry about the weapons later. So, alright, so let's go to the... Actually, let me go to my accessories first, because I can see the shiny sand from there. Down here somewhere. Shiny sand, we have 3 already. We need a total of 10. I just got 2 Earth Charms, so we can disassemble those to get to 4, 5, and then once we get to a total of 9, we're good, because then we can disassemble something later on to get to the 10th one. So let's go find those charms. There they are, more sand. So yeah, I guess if I find gargoyles, that'll help with this. I don't think I'll find enough of them to actually finish out all the sand, but, you know, it's 2 less that I have to do. So we only need to do 4 shiny leaves, so we need to kill 4 enemies with Sonia. We need to kill 4 enemies with Golem. We still need to kill 8 enemies with Red Wolf, because I think if I remember correctly, some of the enemies on home Mount Pyre can drop poultice caps, or you can steal them from them, which can disassemble into shiny embers, but I mean, I'm not really opposed. We've got Draggy in the party, so I'm not really opposed to just doing it with Red Wolf instead, you know? So there's that. And then the last thing that we need to do is get 2 shiny salts, but we can't do that until we get a damaging white innate summon, and we don't currently have one. Unicorn does not damage enemies, as a matter of fact. Well, first of all, we don't have a white innate that I'm using in my party currently, so we can't even use it for that. But Unicorn does not damage enemies. It instead increases the defense and magic defense of your party. So we need to find something that we can use summon-wise that can actually inflict damage in order to get the shiny salt. So we have a bit of work ahead of us. I've still got to get 2 more Denaturite in order to get myself into a good place there. But other than that, we can move right ahead forward with working on this quest to get all of the blessings from the dragons. But before we do that, there is one more side quest that is pretty important that we promised to do. And now that we have Fargo in the party, it will be a lot easier to do it on the next episode of Chrono Cross, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I'll see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Ideally, by then, I'll have the other 2 Denaturite. I really only need the one that I just got, but that way I can make the stone helmet. But yeah, either way, this way I've got it, you know, so then I can go from there. Either way, I've said that like 3 times in the past 15 seconds. Until Wednesday, everybody, take care and have a good one. This is what I get for streaming when I'm a little bit more exhausted than usual. Ugh, God. I'm gonna, like, crash after this, I swear to God, but I can't because I have homework to do, so... I'll just hit the pillow tonight and I'll sleep like I'm dead until 6:30 in the morning. How about that? Is that an effective compromise, body? Please say yes. I can't afford you to say no.